I'm not going to give you anything in Pokemon Go at all.
You should.
I will not. Even if there's trading implemented, it will not happen.
I don't think you would be able to trade incense. Probably not.
How do I give you incense anyway? If I could.
You don't.
Hands.
You can't. You currently
We
can't.
literally just said. What the fuck?
Also, it's a podcast.
Oh, good. It finally started.
Finally.
So it's now 1:03 a.m. We were supposed to start at 11, like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, is TLG still on that
Glacier?
Glacier?
Yes.
He's fucking climbing a frozen rock because reasons.
It's not a rock, it's frozen ice.
What if there's a Pokemon out there?
People count, like, if it's got ice over it, people call it a glacier.
Now, why would somebody do that?
Also, Pokemon Go got released in more places in Europe, so hooray.
Yeah, UK. UK, as they call it.
Currently in shambles, as other people would call it.
Yeah, the UK is not doing too good, but at least they have Pokemon Go to take their minds off the decreasing value of their pound.
Well, our currency is going to shit, and who knows what's going on with, like, neighboring countries, but hey.
Pokemon!
Pikachu. It's a good thing. Dog.
Like, who wouldn't want to catch a Pikachu? Especially when the world's ending.
I want a fucking Pikachu, are you kidding me?
There was a Pikachu in my park recently.
Fuck you.
My brother caught it.
Oh, your brother caught it? That's great.
So Pokemon Go is indeed insane, correct? I'm not just assuming
the membrane.
No, it's great. It's getting people off their asses to go sit in different places.
That, and, like, Nintendo's stock has gone up. Like, things are looking up, at least for now.
What was it, 14.6 in revenue? 14.6 million?
About that, I think, yeah.
No, but, like, Mark earlier, which is part of the reason why we didn't start earlier, and there were legitimately 50 people just sitting there within the span of 3 Pokestops, all of which were lured. So Pokemon were popping in left and right, and whenever one would go down, another person would be nice to put a lure back on it, and so it's just continual, just sit there and hopefully everyone will leave at some point.
Did you see the Rooster Teeth video that they put out, the RT Life?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all Team
Instinct.
I haven't. They're all Team Instinct, and it's very disappointing, but at least, I mean, somebody needs to be fucking Team Instinct.
It's like, I read the comments like, oh, look, all of Team Instinct gathered to make this video.
The ironic truth, though, because they're such a minority.
That is true.
It was great, though.
In terms of like how many people are in each team, it's like 45% blue, 45% mystic, 45% valor, and you got the little tiny 10% sliver that is instinct. That is like, hey, no shelter from the storm.
We're red. We're blue. Guys, we exist.
The Reddit is absolutely livid, though. All instinct players are friggin' chanting, "There's no shelter from the storm." The friggin' instinct players are like, "The bird in the north," because fucking Game of Thrones, I guess.
Sure.
And then Valor's just kind of like, "Fucking Valor's here, bitches. Get wrecked, you.
We exist.
Get wrecked, you fucking losers. We're Team Valor, motherfucker."
We're still a thing. So, everybody, introduce yourselves.
Oh yeah, we started. Iggy the Alien. There you go.
Nick or
ASPEN.
Super. Okay, cut me off. That's fine.
Hey, you said you didn't say in any particular order.
Chris. Chris.
The one that was talking about Pokemon Go a lot.
Yeah. Also the Quiet Mother.
Current best Pokemon Go, or the highest level Pokemon Go player here.
Your family has an Aerodactyl.
Your family has a fucking Aerodactyl, and I want it.
You're gonna like stage a coup just to steal it.
I mean, when trading starts, yeah.
Now, father, I know you have not disgraced me in any way, shape, or form, but you have my Aerodactyl, and I will not leave here without it. Well, son.
You shoot your dad for it.
Well, son, if you really want the Aerodactyl, fight me in Mortal Kombat.
He has 2 sabers.
Now
You
we'll
go
just
take
go to-
10 paces and charge at each other.
We'll just go to the gym nearby, each put a Pokemon in, and see who can beat. each other.
Is it a CP2000 Executor?
No, I have a CP 1013 Arcanine now. It's currently my best Pokemon.
I have a 171 Raticate.
I don't even know.
I have like a Charmander.
A
Yeah, I have
Charmander and a Pidgey, I guess. I think you got a Pidgey.
I have a Charmander and I think not a Weedle, a
Caterpie?
whatever the. Thank you.
Caterpie's a thing.
If you can't tell, Pokemon Go has infected everything.
Oh, it has. I swear. Like, I downloaded it like the day after it released, and I wanted to go walk and get all the Pokestops. Next day,
I've gone outside. It's a scary place out there.
it is. Next day, my dad has. Next day, my dad has the fucking game, and then the next day after that, my sister has the fucking game, and suddenly my entire family has it, and we're like, we'll go on a bike ride to catch Pokemon. I'm just like, okay, as long as I get Pokemon.
I mean, it's worked out in your favor, hasn't it?
Yes and no. Well, it's nice that we get to go on bike. I get to go on a bike ride and collect Pokemon, and especially do it with family. And I feel like I feel like my family might get lost if I start playing Pokemon Go outside of that. Who knows? Pokemon Go is getting people off their lazy asses.
Yeah.
Including me.
Well, if they have a phone, that is. If you have a tablet like I do, you can only go places where there's free Wi-Fi.
I would totally do it if it actually fucking worked for me and there weren't server errors all the time. Yeah.
Come on, it's in a couple other countries. It works most of the time for me. There's a couple of times where I have to
I have a
restart
problem
it.
with it. Like,
When
I
you
don't
catch a
know if it's-
Pokemon, the Pokeball just stops and you have to restart
No.
the game. That happens to
I've-
everybody.
no. I've never had that problem.
Fuck you. I've had that problem and it sucks.
My problem is that, like, after I catch a Pokemon or after a certain amount of walking, my character just stops.
That's. I mean, you just need to restart the game.
Yeah, and then I have to restart the game, but it happens frequently, and I don't know what to do about it. I guess my phone's just too old.
I don't know. I mean,
I haven't
My
seen
phone's
anything on it anywhere else. I looked it up. No one else has had the problem. Once again, when I have a problem with technology, I'm the only one to have that specific problem.
well, no. I've had
But
that
of
problem.
course.
I've had that problem sometimes. I've fixed it by restarting my phone, but for the most part, my phone keeps good track of where I'm at.
Hmm.
I think it's happened like once or twice. What has happened to me though is I'll go to capture a Pokemon. It'll get in the I'll hit it with a Pokeball, and then the Pokeball will just sit there, and I have to restart the game. And when I restart the game, there's three things that can happen. Either I caught the Pokemon, I didn't catch the Pokemon, or the Pokemon reappears and I have another chance to capture it.
Oh, wait, I had that problem once, but it caught the Pokemon for me.
Yeah, so there's three eventualities when that happens. The game either says you caught it, didn't catch it, or it appears when you restart the game. Hooray. Oh.
Woohoo. So yes.
Well. It's imperfect, but it's getting better.
Like, if they patch
It's
out all
not,
the
though.
bugs and glitches and all that, then it'll be great, right? Right?
It's
Yeah.
not getting any better though. They released one update for iOS and one for Android, and those were just addressing security concerns. There weren't actual physical updates.
I mean, would you get an update if they did anything server-side? Not really, right?
Server side, no. If it was client side, then totally.
But yeah, Pokemon Go is rapidly taking over nearly everything.
Yeah.
In places where people can get it, currently U.S., Australia, the UK, Germany. I think a couple of other countries in Europe have just gotten it as well.
Hmm.
It is fucking taken over, and it's like a virus, and it's the one, and it's going to be the world. It's going to be great.
It's
Which is
growing
weird, like, it's
somewhat
just
quickly.
because it's Pokemon, right? It's like that old philosophy. If you throw Pokemon on it, it'll do good.
No,
That's
if you
an
throw
old
Pokemon-
philosophy.
Yeah,
No.
I think Sun Tzu said that.
Oh, yes, Sun Tzu. Who's Sun Tzu?
Yeah, no.
Sun Tzu, the art of war, the Chinese general.
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah, he kind of did a few things.
only a couple. Not too big a deal.
Lesser known book, Art of War 2, the arts and crafts of war.
Teach you how to knit, crochet.
With the blood of your enemies and entrails.
Mmm. Delicious.
All right, so all right, so we're gonna get started on our fucking weeks here before we fucking off track so
Yeah.
hard that it's too bad. All right, we're gonna start with probably. All right, well, Ian hasn't been here in a while, so yeah, we'll start with fucking Ian. Go, Ian.
Let's see. I've been visiting my grandparents and other members of my family over on the East Coast in the Massachusetts area. It was fun. It rained somewhat, which I enjoyed. Not too much to say about that, really.
What
Travel.
did you do while you were there?
It's Massachusetts. What the fuck do you do?
Eat crawfish.
We went. I don't eat fish. Where was I?
Massachusetts, a big fish place?
See, it's along the coast. I can see that. Yeah.
We did go to what's the place?
Mars.
Did it
Dude,
get destructioned?
let me think. I'm trying to remember all the stuff we
Funky
did.
Town?
You shut up, please.
But won't you take me to Funky Town?
Please shut up.
That's what you were going for.
I cannot remember the specifics right now. Great.
Well, we come back to you if it's important.
Yeah.
How'd you like the anime?
You know he didn't watch it.
It's a double-sided joke. He never watches the anime anyway, and he couldn't have because he was gone.
I mean, he could have. He just didn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't going to happen anyway.
True.
The first episode said nope anyway.
Very true.
Ian's still talking about his week, or did he finish?
He's pondering.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember all the stuff we did.
Right then. So, did you watch any anime while you were there?
Did you do anything
No.
electronic?
Did you even have internet?
I did, just not much.
Did you learn how to cast pyromancies?
Did you destroy the very
Fortunately, no.
existence of being?
FaceTime.
Yeah, the space-time continuum.
Did you summon Bahamut, the dragon?
Unfortunately, no.
Did you summon Nahamet, not the dragon?
Is that really what's
Unfortunately, no either.
I don't fucking know. Probably not.
Nahamut, really?
It's best I could come up with. All right.
Nahamit, not the dragon.
Well, I'm not having it.
That was terrible.
I don't give a
That
shit.
was.
That was wholeheartedly
Somehow-
terrible.
Somehow you went down to a lower level below Nick's puns. Already
I
below.
used Nick's puns.
That's already a below fucking 0 on the 1 to 10 scale. Funny. Like, how the fuck did you do that?
I try.
Well, if you're trying, stop.
I tried so hard and got so far. In the
Well,
end,
maybe
I
it
achieved my
doesn't
goals, I
even-
guess.
Oh. Well then.
Didn't you say you saw a fireworks display or something?
Yeah, it was the Somerville fireworks display. It was great to watch that.
Sweet.
Did it change your life?
Did it make you feel empty inside?
No, it was quite amazing to watch. especially since I was sitting kind of right underneath it.
Did any debris fall on you and give you like Spider-Man powers because they were radioactive?
Unfortunately, no.
Wouldn't it be the greatest origin story? Fucking a superhero gets his powers because he was under some debris, and there happened to be a radioactive spider in the debris that went up on the fireworks and didn't die from the explosion, so he became a super spider that helps out crime because he's actually kind of crooked. I want that superhero.
With all those specifications.
Yes.
I mean,
We'll call him Tim.
Tim.
Tim
Tim.
Man.
Is his last name Tam?
No.
Do
All right.
you not get the joke? Tim Tams?
So
I know what
moving
Tim
on.
Tams are. I've eaten some Tim Tams recently.
So moving on, we'll just go to
Tim Tams.
fucking Nick, I guess.
All
Do
right.
you want to do that? Oh yeah, we did make you official curator of this shit.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Curate away.
All right, so it is now time for Nick's weekly "This is the anime I watched" segment, excluding
All
the
right,
anime
and we're done with next week.
Thankfully, we are.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I guess everyone's done with Nick's week. We'll just move on to
Wow.
Dominic.
No.
Dominic, how was your week?
No. Let me talk.
Okay.
All right, so Food Wars Season 2, it's got Episode 2 is better than Episode 1 because it moves slower instead of like
And
super
we're done with next
lightning
week.
pace. It's getting better, still a bit meh. Taboo Tattoo, best animation this season by far, as well as fight choreography. It's my favorite show so far this season. Qualidia Code, A1 Picture show. A1 Pictures usually does some pretty good stuff, but also a lot of bad stuff. This seems somewhere it could go either way right now. Like the premise of the show is great.
Episode 1.
I know, but you can tell a lot from Episode 1 of a show.
Lost Village. No, you can't.
You can, and for quite a bit. So, it's quite... Oh yeah, I should probably explain what these shows are about. Taboo Tattoo...
No, you shouldn't.
Or
you really
not.
shouldn't.
Whatever. Anyway, Quality of Code, I love the premise of it. It seems like it can be really good. It's just going to depend on the execution of the show to see if it actually pays off. Mob Psycho 100, I don't think I talked about that last week.
I didn't give a shit if you did.
If you like One Punch, you'll like this. So, yeah. So far it seems better. Mainly because character-wise, it's better. So far, anyway. I've only seen episode 1, but it's still pretty decent. Up next, we got 91 Days.
Episode 2 out now.
Yeah.
It got significantly more interesting.
Alright, then. It just... From episode 1, it just seems like your typical mafia show. You know, nothing too...
Oh, it didn't lose that.
Okay. It just doesn't stand out with its mafia setting. And that is the end of Nick's... Wait, nope. Banana.
Yeah, I was going to say it if you weren't.
So, Banana is about this little cat that's inside a banana suit. Or, I think it's actually
suit.
a banana
You're
peel.
making the banana motherfucker.
Yeah. It's so cute. It's just like a little banana, just like hopping around. It's awesome. And that is the end of Nick's weekly roundup of anime he watched. Oh yeah, ReZero is getting intense as well. Like
It
super
hasn't updated since the last time, I don't think.
no, it will. Today's Saturday now, right?
Yes. Yes.
Anyway,
Right. Started late.
it's getting really intense, so yeah, it's good. Probably best show from last season. For this season,
This is actually the
Oh
earliest.
god. This is not Nick's fucking what I watched this week. This is Nick's review of the entire anime season.
for this season,
Yeah.
it seems like
And
Taboo
listen.
Nick. All right. So this is actually the earliest we started ever.
Huh?
Well, we didn't start yesterday. We started today.
Yeah. So today's
Alright.
Saturday. Yeah. Anyway, the standout show this season for me is Taboo Tattoo, so far anyway. We'll see how that changes once I get through more of these animus. So yay!
So that's basically all you did, right?
I watched Twitch streams. I played the usual
Are you gonna talk
Overwatches
about
and
the
such.
entire and everything about Twitch streams now too? Like, do we need to know everything about every streamer too?
I mean, I could if you really wanted to.
No.
For instance, there's a guy on Twitch known as Star underscore or Stir.
He's also a YouTube player. He's also fucking.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
he is a YouTuber as well. Yes. He hosted a stream with the Overwatch devs about Ana, which, by the way, Ana Amari, pretty fun to play if you ask me.
Except when everyone's playing her, and it's not fun to play.
What? That's the best part, because then everyone it gets boosted healing, and then you just heal for tons of health.
It's gonna be a shit week the week she comes out.
But after that, it'll settle down. Also, Ana Amari has more healing per second than a Mercy does. And
But
that's
but the thing is though, they're buffing Mercy.
damage-wise, but not healing.
50% on her damage fucking buff. It's literally insane.
So, a Zenyatta can one-shot headshot every 200 health character with the damage boost. Like, he doesn't even need his Discord orb on them. It's just straight up dead. Also,
Yeah, her ult is insane.
Amari's,
It
yeah.
doesn't seem like much, but when you get down to numbers and practicality, it's pretty insane.
Her
Also,
ult,
her stun's insane.
you mean her sleep, yeah.
It's a stun.
It's a sleep.
It's lingo, motherfucker. It's a stun.
Whatever. Well, no, it's a sleep, because a sleep implies that it can be woken up from. A stun is just they're stunned. They can't do anything.
Stuns can be gotten rid of too. It depends on the game.
I prefer the term sleep, because a stun would be like Reinhardt's ultimate. That's hammer down, and they're all stunned. A sleep is...
It's
a
almost no different. Listen, motherfucker. It's
But-
just lingo.
but
It's like
it's-
how people
but
call
if you get
fucking
hit-
DPS things in fucking MOBAs, or not MOBAs, like guild wars. Like when you're attacking doing DPS phases, it just burns. It's just lingo.
True, but each lingo has, like, different meanings to them. I don't know. To me, it's a pseudo stun, because it's not like a full-on, they can't do anything at all
Well, you're
to
wrong.
get out of it.
How about
It's... Well, it's just differences of opinion, so...
that? Except I'm right. Let's go with that.
You can't just say, oh, I'm right, because I'm right.
I just did free fucking country, motherfucker. I'm right. Suck a dick.
I mean, you can say it, but that doesn't mean you're right.
I mean, it
Freedom of
does.
speech.
That's when it comes to you, Nick.
Come on. Come on. Seriously. Give me at least a little bit of credit.
yeah, I'll give you
I'll
credit.
give you some
that
credits in Warframe. Will that make you happy?
No, because I have like 22 million. I don't need your
Yeah, well,
peasant.
Guess what I got from the daily login? 15,000. Greatest fucking thing yet.
I think my maximum that I've ever hit is 30 million credits, but that goes down every time I like max out primed mod or whatnot. Because each prime mod costs like 1,400,000 around there to max. So yeah, max prime mods is fun. Actually out of cores right now, so I need to get more. But sorties are great for that. Get extra cores and whatnot. By the way, Ana Amari's ultimate is that she boosts the speed, damage, and damage reduction. Does
Timely.
I mean, we didn't actually say. Which is really good, especially if it's like a Reinhardt just rushing in with a hammer. Or a Genji going in with his Dragon Blade. Like, it's pretty good. I don't believe I did anything. Oh, yeah, I didn't sleep very much. Because, you know.
And within that sleep or non-sleep, you fucking beat Borderlands 2 and the Torg DLC.
I did? Oh, I did. We did, yeah. Speaking of Borderlands, I've been uploading that to the YouTubes. Yay. because those are somewhat funny sometimes, I guess.
It's really just watching you fail and call minecarts chairs.
That was indeed a moment. It was.
And it's
No,
referenced throughout the rest of
it
the
was
thing. And another moment was Leviathan, because you're just a fucking bundle of fail.
The chairs, they were, so he's like, we're fighting enemies, and he's like, oh, I shot some stuff, I shot a chair, I accidentally shot at a chair, I thought it was an enemy. Oh, I shot at another chair, thought it was an enemy, so he goes to show Dominic, and it's a fucking,
Yep.
It's a minecart, yes.
so additionally, it's an enemy, a chair, and it's in reality a minecart.
So,
And we still have 2 DLCs to go.
yeah.
We'll give you credit for that, Nick.
So I noticed something weird today. So
So we don't care about your STDs.
Scarce, a YouTube drama channel, said today he had a well, was it yesterday? I guess, I don't know. He had a video about like the FouseyTube thing where like, all the drama that he caused could just be a conspiracy to get more views for this like movie
no one's ever thought
that-
of doing that shit. Listen, I
where
also
this
don't know what
movie
you're
is gonna
talking
be
about,
in.
and I really don't care.
There's apparently a big thing between FouseyTube and some other fuck.
All right,
I've
so
never heard of them, and I don't care for YouTube drama at all. I'd actually really prefer not to talk about it.
just real quick, FouseyTube started fake drama, and there are a lot of conspiracies going around that it was all to promote this new movie that he's going to be in. So this made me realize something. Like, Scarce, I apparently watched before, because I watched another one of his videos, and it's like, oh, I watched this guy before, what? But I didn't really, like, notice, like at the time I originally watched him, I was like, yeah, whatever, YouTube drama. But now I'm hooked on YouTube drama for some reason.
Oh, God, no.
Scarce is okay,
Drama.
because he doesn't, like, paint people as the bad guy. Like, he makes sure to get everyone's stories. Like, he's a good, well,
There's
He's
no
a better-
unbiased perspective, motherfucker.
I know, but he tries to remove himself from the situation, unlike other people. Keeps her, which is nice, and he actually gets people's comments on the situation that they're in. Anyway, I've been hooked onto those recently.
Cancer.
Yeah, just a little bit. Otherwise, that's my week. You too, or people's, whatever you are. I don't.
All right,
You do the things.
Dominic. Oh,
My
Dominic.
week?
Oh, your week.
Played a shit ton of Pokemon Go this week.
Oh!
I got a
Level.
Parasect like years ago. I'm at level 6. I haven't played that much, or at least I'm not getting very lucky with catching shit, actually.
Yeah, cool.
Watched some anime. The anime homework in of itself, and I watched, what was it? I watched The Devil is a Part-Timer again, because why not?
Yay! It's a good show.
It
Funny.
is a pretty good show. What else did I do? Fuck, I don't really know. What have I been playing? Oh yeah, I've been playing Watch Dogs again, because the new
What-
one's coming out, and it's pretty good.
What game?
Watch Dogs 1's pretty good.
What
And the
game?
new game's coming out.
No. Nick thinks as watch. Nick likes to think of it as watch_dogs. He's a
Well, you're
fucking-
wrong. So.
There
Yeah,
you go.
no, you're wrong. No, Nick, you're still wrong. You're definitely.
You know
wrong
what that
right
is?
there.
You know what that is? And I can justify this. It's a space. And do you know why it's a space? Because certain fucking companies make it to where you can't have a space when you're making a username. So everyone uses an underscore, if they even allow that. I have it in my names and some things I've done. So it's a space, motherfucker, not an underscore. You don't pronounce it.
Nah.
It's like a fucking
an
silent letter.
underscore. It's an underscore.
You're an underscore.
Thank you. Wait. Yeah, thank you.
That was an insult. Ha 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 ha.
Was it?
That was
'Cause
an ambiguous comment, really.
Yeah, if it was an insult, it's a really weak insult. Because to insult somebody, they kind of need to know what it is that they're being insulted by.
You're fat and no one loves you.
You see that's
But you have
very
a great
direct.
personality.
Ah, backhanded compliment. I like it.
You see, you lead off with the negative, then you go to the positive.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. I get it. I get it, man. I get it.
Besides that, I've been fucking debating on what I should fucking do for anime homework because I'm literally running out of shit because I've won so much.
Yeah.
Borderlands is
I,
running.
I thought about anime homework, and then I realized I won last week, so I just kind of went, well, shit.
Wait, I thought we
Because
were.
I don't get to put anything forward.
I thought we were doing a special one this week.
Well, we didn't fucking. Oh shit! We didn't say anything about it, so
Oh.
no.
Yeah, it's kind of abrupt and not cool. We can do it next time.
I mean, we could just say like now what it's gonna be, and then
No,
by the
'cause
end
then we
we'll
have to
find.
go. Oh yeah, let's go for like very specific French animation. It has to be about the concepts of blank. Yeah, that's fucking fair.
Why French animation?
Because specifics.
I mean, we could just make it generic. Like, what's the best anime you've ever seen? Or
No,
whatnot.
'cause we'll do that at some other point, but that's stupid.
All right. Well, let's just figure out now what we're gonna do then.
Nothing. We're doing it normal.
No. I mean, we do it normal this week, but what are we gonna do next week?
We'll figure that out later.
No, let's figure
There's no
that out
reason-
now.
No,
Why
there's
not?
no reason to do it now.
Why not?
Cause why?
Because it's convenient. I mean, we're on the topic. Why not? Let's do it.
Okay, then Nick, you do it. Let's just continue as the podcast is normal, though.
All right. Yes. So, things we could do. Best anime.
But don't do it aloud, motherfucker.
What? It's
Don't
supposed to be a
actively-
conversation.
No, fuck you, because we're doing other shit.
We're
We
talking.
started 2 hours late.
We're talking. That's it.
Fuck you.
I know you want to, but later. All right, booby.
In the nozzle orifice.
What the fuck did you just say?
The nozzle orifice. Up the nose. Nasal. I meant to say nasal. I ended up saying nozzle.
Yeah, nice one.
You are a robot. Your name is Flood. Let's be honest. Everyone's thought about putting their dick in Flood's mouth.
Flood?
Flood,
talking about-
Mario, Super Mario Sunshine.
I was about to
motherfucker.
ask. Sunshine, yeah.
It was a joke and you ruined it. And now I feel bad.
Well, it does make me wet.
Sorry to
so.
all our flood watchers out there. No offense.
All taken. You know, when you say, "Oh, I didn't mean any offense," you're just an asshole.
It's what politicians do.
Yeah, and they're assholes.
Yeah, they also do assassinations and shit.
That's beside the point.
It's really on the point. They
Well,
get stabbed.
only a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Anyway, fucking, I don't think I did much else. If anything else pops up, I'll probably talk about it, but I didn't think I did anything else. I just sat and played video games. I'm a lazy fuck. Played some Pokemon Go. That was the only thing that got me out of my fucking house.
Sweet.
I don't think anything's coming out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Done.
Alright.
Chris, you are clear for go.
Whoa! I didn't do much. I didn't do much. So watch the anime homework and yeah, play that shit ton of Pokemon Go. I am level 11 in Pokemon Go.
Ooh.
So I have access to berries and super potions, which is nice.
Good
All of
for
which are nice and make, well, yeah, berries make capturing things easier. I haven't used a super potion yet because I don't do much gym stuff, but berries make catching Pokemon easier. And yeah, just been playing Pokemon Go. Have really it's really nice because it's just like, and my highest Pokemon is a 1,000+ CP Arcanine. Ooh.
Very
Congratulations.
sweet.
But you can't fucking do your Aerodactyl, Dad.
Aerodactyl?
Stop.
So, Aerodactyls. And that was kind of about it.
Is it actually a short week?
I guess so.
The other thing I did play Borderlands.
Yep.
Yeah,
I just
you
did some
guys-
stuff.
You guys have been playing a lot of Borderlands too.
Yeah, I just did some stuff on my own. Like I ran through Tiny Tina's to get a feel for them.
Hmm.
I ran
Don't
through
understand why.
Captain Scarlet's to get it. Well, I mean, it generally makes stuff go faster if at least one person has played through it and knows what each side quest means.
Apparently.
True.
I mean, would you rather us just fuck around looking for where the side quest wants to be?
I mean, we could.
You see,
I mean,
you
they're
seem
on
to-
the map.
They're on the map, but you seem to groan every time we get a side quest. It's like, oh look, hey look, we're in a new area for the main. Ooh, side quest.
All the side quests.
Time to do this side quest. It's great. It's a great.
Hmm.
And then I started Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt.
Big game
Okay.
hunter.
It's okay so far. It's floating. It's definitely worse than Torg's and Tina's, and it can't really do much to change that right now.
Tina's
But
is the best, apparently.
It is by far.
But it needs to.
I've never played it. You keep talking about it, and we're not doing it, so fucking I don't.
Well, it's
It
great.
needs to
so
do
you should
something.
do it.
It needs to do something different to either make it better or worse than Captain Scarlet's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
My weeks are fairly dull. It's summer.
Yeah. Don't got much going on. So, what the fuck do we talk about now?
Probably the anime homework, because why the fuck not?
No.
Alright. I mean,
How about other shit? Fuck you.
alright then, I guess we're talking about other shit. So, interesting.
Did talk about a lot.
Yeah, we kind of did.
We also started 2 hours late. It's currently 1:40 a.m.
Well, it's
That
only
too.
1:40. It's not that late.
It's kind of late when we were supposed to start 2 hours ago.
Nah. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's okay. No need
We got
to
any big
feel
plans?
alarmed.
Gonna plan anything? We're doing anything?
I mean, we can do some Borderlands on Sunday. That sounds good.
We're doing Borderlands on Sunday. Tomorrow, I guess. We're gonna finish up Borgs because there's a side quest we missed at some point.
No, it appears after that you complete the main quest.
Mm.
Didn't miss it. It just doesn't appear till after the main quest is.
Yeah.
It's a
Then we're
fairly
like,
the fairly trivial side quest.
yeah, I'll have speedrunners now, so we're probably gonna be streaming a bit.
Mm-hmm. I still need to get some recording done for my channel because I haven't done that in a while.
I guess I'm gonna be recording and uploading more Undertale. I've actually gotten very apathetic about that game.
Apathetic?
Yeah.
I do not know what that word means.
He doesn't
It
hate
means
it. He doesn't love it.
Have you ever heard the difference between ignorance and apathy?
Nope.
I don't know and I don't care, respectively.
Huh?
Apathy is literally saying I don't give a shit. It's just like
Okay.
being unmotivated, not doing anything. Oh, what else I've been doing? I just remembered. Remember how Ark recommended a VN? Like that one time we were
Magikoi?
streaming over. Yeah, I've been playing that.
Dewatashi something?
I've played a few VN in my past, and so far this one's pretty good.
It is known as Maji Dewatashi ni Koi Shinaisai.
Pretty good. So that's the thing. We're probably going to be streaming speedrunners some point. Who knows?
Yeah.
What this...
Oh yeah. Runners is a thing that thing.
Ian, we're probably going to be doing an IVI and Cannon Brawl because you bought.
Yeah.
Huh.
Uh,
You know, none
We have
of
to
our...
go. We have. We have to go through the whole campaign first, though, so we can get all the items unlocked, though.
The fuck?
You have to
Really?
get all the items. Yeah.
You
don't-
can't do multiplayer before then? Is it physically restrict you?
No, but if I have better items than you, it wouldn't be fair.
Fucker, come at me. I've got MLG skills. I'll fucking cannonball you up the ass.
Shall we do it right now, then?
No! What the fuck?
Doing a podcast.
Just as like a test match.
We're doing
How
a
do people keep
podcast.
forgetting we're doing something? Every week! Hey, we're doing a podcast. Let's go fucking clown Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore.
You can't climb
Fucking-
Mount Rushmore, just so you know.
Fucking watch me.
It's a mountain. You can put
I'll
your
go
fingers
straight up
on
a
it.
nostril. And fuck it.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Tell me you haven't wanted to populate with fucking George Washington's nostril.
I've never wanted to copulate with George Washington's nostril.
I don't think copulate's the right word.
Fornicate.
Something
Me
like that.
either.
Oh, no, there's a form with the C. It sounds like that. I digress.
What are you digressing?
I digress means I'm just rambling on.
Ah.
So you're going to go side questing and digressing?
I was about to make that joke as well.
Yeah, well, fuck off. That's basically our weeks. Some stuff to look forward to.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go. Look forward to updates on that shit. Can't wait till they actually implement fucking player versus player battling and actual trading.
Oh, dude. Man, if they implement player versus player battling, Nick will probably still have a Bulbasaur.
Hey,
I've got this one like CP40 Bulbasaur, guys.
wait. It can be CP40? Mine's at like 14, I think.
I don't know what level the starters were at.
No,
I'll
they were
check.
at 14. No, his
Yeah.
was 14. They start fairly weak.
Yeah.
The starters are
CP40?
shit.
Whoa.
No,
By
yeah,
the way,
the starters are literal shit because they're fucking rare as fuck, and so it's kind of just like
Impossible to level them.
they're not worth it.
I hate my luck.
It's not impossible to get them anywhere, but it's kind of just like you're better off not using a starter. Get another Pokemon, Nick. Just freaking candy your starter.
What
Transfer
are the
it in.
chances of getting a legendary in Arena?
A legendary?
16.
Chances of getting a legendary? Oh wait.
Talking
It's
about
like,
harsh stuff.
I think it's like 1.6%.
How have I fought so many?
Well,
Hey,
what
Iggy,
win
you know
are
how
you at?
Iggy, you know how you were just yelling at me about playing games? And
I mean,
you're
you
currently
motherfuckers
playing
do this
games.
shit anyway. Listen, I didn't claim not to be a hypocrite. When the fuck did I claim that?
He's not
You
wrong.
never
But I-
explicitly stated it, but you're currently being a hypocrite.
I embrace it. But you motherfuckers do it every week anyway. Plus, I'm still contributing to the conversation as opposed to just fucking off.
And being
Yeah,
a
I'm so-
quiet
I would-
little asshole.
I've been
If you haven't noticed,
contributing to
Ian,
the conversation.
your motif in this podcast is being as quiet as a church mouse that got its tongue ripped out.
Because I don't ever have anything to talk about.
Well, fix that.
I mean,
Go out, have an adventure. Fucking
be
nostril
fair-
or two.
fair, he only has a tablet, so he can't actually do too much.
I mean, how many... We didn't really talk about our experience in Pokemon Go too much. It's not going to exactly, you know, bloom an entire fucking garden conversation, is it?
Why specifically a garden?
It was an analogy.
But it's a fun little game, even though it's very, very basic right now. It's catch Pokemon, visit stops, maybe take a gym or two because you have strong enough Pokemon. That's it.
Simple. Clean. Like the way
Yeah, there's not much to talk about that.
Slowly get more Pokemon. The only thing there is that there
Muggings.
isn't any. There's a bunch of shit happening over it, and it's kind of just like, well, fuck.
Yeah, I still
Like
can't
how-
believe people are actually like using Pokemon Go as a way to mug people.
Well, most of the fucking
Meh.
reports are false because people don't like the game. Also, media's an idiot.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is.
They'll just believe whatever people say. And then they just spread it false information. The other side is like, fucking, why are you going outside at 4 a.m. to go fucking catch a Rattata? Stop doing that.
I gotta
I
get the
would've
Rattata, though.
I don't care about the Rattata. If I see something else though,
Now, have you seen Felix?
Bomb
oh, he's
Gardener?
playing Pokemon though. He's
Yeah.
no, it's PewDiePie.
Oh, Killbird.
Fairly fucking high level, and he's got a lot of shit.
How the fuck does he do that? He's a fucking YouTuber. He can't.
I guess he's fairly active.
Oh, Pokemon
can't-
Go? Dude, Pokemon Go is a huge streaming game. Like,
I highly
Yeah.
doubt. I don't think he streams at all. I've never seen him stream once.
He just streamed yesterday. He streamed yesterday.
By the way, I got Morgul the Oracle.
sweet.
he streamed yesterday at to support
Iggy
his,
question.
stuff.
What?
Why couldn't I have just recruited the recruiting account you were just using?
No, because you can only have one at a time as a fucking recruitee.
Uno.
So
I tried. I tried
I-
to piggyback off Nick. It didn't work.
Yeah.
so I can't have the same recruitee as you.
We Murgle the
So
Oracle,
what-
Hearthstone character, that at least is a portrait you can get, and I got it because I myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, I don't think any of our podcasts have run out of steam so hard and so fast as this one.
I mean, like I said, how long can we keep doing this? But it's not that we have run out of steam. It's just that everyone's tired.
Not.
We might need to start trying to do this earlier on in the day.
We say
I'm
that.
tired, at least.
We say that, and then we
Oh,
don't.
there's still plenty to talk about. We still have all the other shit to do as well. Don't we have like the last fucking
I can check real quick. Hang on.
the last
Ruby fanfic.
right? Yeah.
Yes. Last one is today, or this week.
Right.
Great Rydile 09 did not fucking continue. Masterpiece.
It's pretty decent.
Grammatically atrocious masterpiece.
That's why I said decent.
Anyway, we could talk about the anime homework. I've got some things to say about that.
So do I.
I don't have much to say about it.
Because you didn't watch it.
I got back 2 days ago at 2 o'clock in the
You still could have watched the
morning.
first episode.
Zoom.
I'm not going to sue you. Why would I?
He wouldn't have.
Especially
He
since
would not have watched the first episode. He would have gotten like fucking 20, not even 20 minutes, like 15 minutes into it, and like no.
I mean, like, it starts out, like, the first episode. Are we talking about it now?
I would guess. Why not?
Alright, so, Cross Angie, Rondo of Dragons and Angels, or Cross Angie Japanese
Thank you,
name. I don't. Hang on.
Tenshu to Rio no.
Alright.
That was pretty good. Playing the Tap Brawl. He
Uh,
played a secret, and my fucking randomly played a secret. I randomly played a flare.
Nice. Cross Angie Tenshi to Ryu no Rondo is the Japanese name.
It's about Gundams, basically.
Mechas,
No.
yes.
No, these are very different from Gundams. They're a lot smaller than any Gundam. They're more akin to I don't know what the fucking mech is from Macross. If you look up Macross Frontier or whatever.
I can
Macross
do that, yeah.
Frontier. You look at the mechs from Macross Frontier. They're more akin to those because the mechs in Macross Frontier are essentially jet fighters that turn into mechs as well. So they're more
Yeah.
akin to those than to Gundams.
Like, Gundams are less mobile than these are.
Well,
They're a lot
technically, Gundams are more just humanoid robots, and the X-Cross fighters are basically they have jet mode, walker mode, and then hybrid mode.
He said, got too much into Macross. Jet things, they do mech things, and then you can have their legs out while it's a fucking jet, even though that's fucking stupid.
Well,
Anyway, I think he would
So-
get, like, to the end of the first episode until, like, you know, she's naked. Then he would just, like, drop out.
because
Because
because of you.
up to that point, I think Ian would be fine. But once he got to that, he'd be like, I'm out. Peace late. Because
It's like, it starts out fairly generic, I felt. Like, I'm like, oh, it's about a fucking princess, and there's mechs, it's like Gundams. Fucking, it's gonna be that kind of show. It was quickly not that kind of show.
yeah, it turns out to be about racism and polygamy and all that. Awesome.
Not racism so much as discrimination.
Discrimination, yeah.
Racism implies they are actually different races, which they are not, because there's some. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically,
they're treated as different races. You're human or you're Norma, and if you're Norma, you're not human.
True.
Yeah,
That's
basically,
what it boils down to.
well,
It's
like
just
back in the
fuck
fucking
you.
like what 50 when, or even before that, where fucking African Americans were seen as fucking subhuman,
Slaves, yeah.
or even
Yeah.
like World War II and World War One, where there was propaganda like, oh, the other people are basically subhuman because you feel less bad about killing subhumans, people that aren't human. If they don't look like you, if they're not you, you feel better about killing them. Apathy and ignorance.
Yeah. Fun times.
The last signs of a fucking, or the first signs of a decaying society. That is Aristotle, I believe. So yeah, anyway. Fucking shows about a princess. She gets fucking, apparently there's something called the light of mana, which like if you have it, like cool, you're a human. And if you don't have it, you're what's called the Norma, because the light of fucking rejects you for a reason that's never explained.
Also, the Norma completely
Well, I
destroy
mean, you
Light
can-
of Mana whenever it's used.
You can infer why there are those that.
No, throughout the whole fucking show, I'm asking myself, why are there people that can't use it?
They explain it with a one-off segment like, oh, genetic, like they're rejecting the new way.
We'll
or
get to
something
that
like
a little bit. We're gonna get to that.
There's
But
a lot
anyway,
of
princesses fucking goes through something called a baptism thing, where it's like, oh, why didn't they do this before at any point? Why is she 16 now? Is that correct?
16. It's a coronation ceremony, basically.
For some reason, they never did it before, but like doing it now, it's like, oh, I guess it has something to do with mana. Oh shit, you're a Norma, so oh shit, you need to be deported to this military base where we're gonna arm you with a fucking Gundam.
Not a
Not a
Gundam.
Also gonna rape you a little bit.
That
No,
happens episode 2, not episode 1.
Oh yeah, for
It
some
wasn't
reason,
even rape!
because
It wasn't even rape. It isn't even. It's not.
there was touching,
The
there
closest
was
thing we
black
got to
sense of
rape.
bars.
Closest thing we got to rape was when friggin'
Embryo.
episode
Embryo.
20.
Embryo's a guy. By the way, there aren't a lot of dudes in this show.
There are, I think, 4 in total.
But
There's-
anyway,
There's Embryo, main guy. I think
Dust.
there was a dad at
Dust.
some point.
Julio, or not Julio, the father king dude, he got executed. And there was Julio.
Yeah.
Julio did for a little.
But
Yeah,
basically,
so
yeah, she
that's
goes
about
off to
all of them.
fucking deported Norma military base. You're gonna learn to.
You're
Gonna learn to
learn
fight
to-
these things called
Yeah.
Dragon,
Which is an
which
acronym.
is an acronym for something. Shut
Uh,
the, you keep taking my fucking lines. We have a script.
We don't have a script.
I'm looking at it.
What? Why did you make a script?
3 minutes from now, the dancing mice enter from stage right, and gosh damn it, if they're not there in their lobster suits, I'm gonna fucking have someone lynched.
Well, prepare to get someone lynched then.
Nick, you get lynched. You
I
were
don't
the
want
fucking
to. Why am
coordinator
I
for
the one who gets
lobster mice.
lynched?
You were coordinating the lobster mice. They had demanded fucking premium Swiss cheese, and they got some weird Irish knockoff, and I don't know where they are now. It's fucking a madhouse in here.
I was never told of this job. No one told me. What the hell are you talking about?
Now the fucking time has passed and the mice aren't here, so everything's ruined. Keep
Oh
talking
my
about the
God.
anime.
Of course.
I'm going to my trailer. I can't work with these people.
Oh, fuck you. Was this all scripted too? Is that it?
And this is how professionals work, kids.
Honestly, yes.
Professionals? Are you kidding?
Have you seen the professionals or what's considered the professionals nowadays? Have you seen like PewDiePie in the weird nude suit he does to do VR?
Hey.
He got kicked out of his apartment for that.
He did.
Well, not that explicitly, but things surrounding it, yes.
It was definitely a factor.
A little bit, yes. All right. Anyway, back
Let's
to
say the least. Professionals are not as professional as you may think. They
Yeah.
just have a lot of attention because they do stupid shit.
yeah.
Like not coordinating the lobster mice.
I was never told to coordinate the lobster mice.
Brought them on.
How can I coordinate
Said
the
they
lobster
were
mice?
good
No, I have to coordinate the lobster mice.
It's over.
God damn it. Is this all
Anyway.
scripted too? Is this all scripted too, motherfucker?
Now this is off the script. Like we were supposed to be talking about like embryo at this point, but it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
happening. So
Alright, so there's a lot of bullshit in this show. Where they just like where they bring up a subject and then they never explain that subject.
there's a few things I can, like I remember about that, but like some of them like got lost in the total amount of bullshit later on. So I've forgotten a lot of it. Do you care to specify?
So, for instance, there's all by bullshit. I mean, they do very little explain certain aspects of the show. Like, why are all of the Norma female? Oh, it's so that way all the Norma can reproduce in the future. But you
Sense,
need
though.
males to reproduce as well as females. So I don't get the logic behind that.
Isn't there one male Norma?
No, he
No.
was of the ancient people. Which
Oh,
is
right.
basically the people before everyone turned.
So
No, no.
technically, there's one Norma male.
Well, he's not a
not
Norma,
Norma,
though.
Not
Yeah,
a
he's
normal.
light of mana.
He was from before.
As
They-
far as I can
or-
tell, their entire discrimination is can you use magic shit, and if not, you're
Yeah.
a Norma.
No, but by technicalities, he's not from there, and he wasn't.
But by description, which is
By
also
description.
technicalities.
Like, he has the... Well, actually, he can't... Well, they actually never say in the show. Like,
Actually, it never happened.
Yeah, they never show him interacting with the Light of Mana and to see, like, if he destroys it or not. So, he technically...
Eh?
He's technically
One
a
of the many
Norma, but at
enigmas
the
of this
same
show.
time, he's technically not.
One of the many enigmas of the show, like how they have another enigma is like, why are there so many fucking weirdo sex scenes in this shit?
There are a lot of sex scenes, yeah.
It's a woman.
Yeah, I mean, considering they're on an island where there's just women.
I mean, I try to rationalize this. If you're like an outcast, fucking, like by society, you're being fucking, what's the word?
Ostracized.
Oppressed. And you're
Ex-
just stuck on an island where you've only ever really known other chicks. Do you then get a taste for the same sex? I can kind of see that happening.
I mean,
I can kind of give it some validity.
Yeah, I'm thankful I didn't watch this now.
Oh yeah, you would have not gone through any of it.
I highly doubt he would.
That's not really important. Anyway, fucking due to bullshit, as soon as she gets to the fucking military base, is able to fucking fly Gundams because it's like her fucking
Not a
high-tech
Gundam!
mana sport.
Laria, yes.
For some reason, by the way, while she's on these Laria machines, which use light of mana, she
No,
never once
that's
broke
fucking-
the mana in them.
That's what. No, I don't. Well, we only saw.
how it
we can
worked-
only see them. We've only saw them physically, like only break physical manifested mana, like the shield version.
But you can't...
Never. Did,
The way you
Like-
drive the Laria is using your mana, but the way it worked is that she was the one dedicated to, catching the balls and handling them and whatnot, while the person sitting
Well-
behind her would be the one to, like, use Light of Mana to drive it around.
Anyway, they fucking hid her presence for 16 years and it was bullshit. So yeah, she's a fucking flying ace now. Great. There's a lot of, like... You could segment this show into two parts. You can segment the show into episode 1 to episode 13, and then episode 14 to episode 25. Because literally, it's almost two different anime.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which, they did the transition pretty well, I thought.
Episode 1 to 13 is about her being an outcast now, and like almost not believing it, and fucking coming to terms with having to fucking lose her royal status, and then fucking becoming a solo badass, and then fucking like immature hijinks that happen while also trying to kill each other, and then becoming united and like, oh, fucking the humans are evil, and I'm gonna go back to my Norma friends. Oh shit, now it's episode 13, and oh god.
And then you're like, I'm completely lost. What's going on? And then
So
they...
episode 13 happened. Episode 13 is about the whole fucking military base being attacked by the prince who is out to kill her sister, I guess, now, because she's potentially a threat with her fucking cool-ass neck, the Vilcus.
Vilcus.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The friggin'
And-
Xbox.
Actually, it starts. That episode starts off with the dragons attacking.
It's plot,
right?
like, convenient plot number fucking 30. Convenient plot machine.
Yeah. Which there are a lot of conveniences in the show, but overall,
So he's after.
like, all right,
Wait. I want to continue the summary.
yeah, go ahead.
He's after her, so he's like full scale attack on this shit. And I think that's the episode you're introduced to Embryo. It's like, let's fucking.
The episode before he shows up, but he doesn't really talk much.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, full scale attack. Oh, look, everyone's dying. And it's like, okay, I at least commend you for actually fucking slaughtering all the helpless ones. The anime normally doesn't do that. Look, all the people are dying. Woo. And then, like, in the climax of the battle, it's like, oh, she's starting to win. Oh, her brother's dead. And it's like, whoa, what's Embryo doing? Oh, he's bringing people back from the dead? Okay, sure.
He can do that.
Why not?
Technically God.
Oh, what's this? He's shooting at Tusk with his also Vilcus equivalent mech. Oh, what's this? Main chick is diving in to save him. Oh, the Vilcus turned blue. Oh, they're in an alternate dimension.
Yeah, they never explain how the connection works between the Vilcus and the person driving it. Or
No,
any of those mechs.
no, it's entirely the ring and the song.
I know, but
Okay,
how does the
by the
Vilcus,
way-
like, mentally respond to her? Like, oh, I don't even have to say anything.
But
Just do it.
convenient plot machine number 30.
Like, that,
Well,
they
no,
never
no,
explain that. That's bullshit.
Well, no, it's just plain sheer bullshit. Like, again, what is it? You watched Unicorn, Nick. Remember when Benager wasn't helping? He just screamed Unicorn, and Unicorn just came to his aid. Like, what up, bitch?
Yeah,
I'm here now.
complete
We're
bullshit.
sentient.
Like,
It's just Unicorn.
and then
And here it is.
the fucking Vilcus heals itself. Why doesn't it do that at
Oh,
any
yeah.
other point in
Yes,
the
they
entire
do.
anime?
Well, because they never really lost to him at any other point.
True, but still, it can heal itself and all that. Come on. It's like
Oh, yeah, remember when
uber-
it was in a river and then she summoned it? What happened to all that water damage?
Yeah,
It was in there for like a full day.
it's like uber mega powerful.
But besides the
and-
point. So, wait, I want to preference this. She teleports to a parallel world. But the thing is, and this actually, I like this a little bit because it made me think for the first time in the show about a concept I've never really considered. When you travel to a parallel universe, is there like a thing with time? Like, if you travel to a parallel universe, are you going to travel to the same time or not? It was very interesting because they traveled to a parallel universe and it was 548 years in the future.
Yeah,
Mixed date. I think it's mixed date of 8 and 4.
I think it was 548. Pretty sure. It could be 84.
I don't.
It
think
really
was
doesn't matter.
84.
I think it was 48. But regardless, the connection between the parallel universe of Earth 1 and 548 years in the future Earth 2 is so strong because there's constantly a link between these two worlds and time periods, which I've never really thought as a concept. I always
That
assume
sounds-
when you travel between parallel universes or dimensions, you always land in roughly the same time. I never even considered also time traveling within that. So I commend it for that at least. It's also something they never explained, so fuck that.
Dimensions. I don't know. Apparently, Embryo crossed between the two worlds and has this machine that can open. Like, what? Why did he make a machine that could cross between the two of them if he can already cross between the two of them?
Can
So-
he though?
Yeah, he can using his mech.
I don't fucking know.
Like, he can use his mech to travel to the universe that's in indefinite space or whatever that is, whatever that place is.
Yeah. So basically, this is where episode 14 through fucking 25 happens.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it's at this point where you can safely say, episode 1 through 13 was, basically, it had logic. It had some sort of stability. It had consistency in its everything. you know, it's still a sci-fi where you have girls in scantily clad suits going out to fight dragons in their cool-ass mechs, but it was still consistent. Enter episode 14 onward, where you have to say, I'm going to turn off my brain to watch this, because if you try to question anything, you're going to end up with a fucking bunch of what the fucks and headaches.
For instance?
Which I did. Why is the second world completely... Well, I mean, they do explain that, but why dragons? Like, what? I don't even know, man. There's so many weird things that happen. Okay, let's skip to the end a little bit. How about the scene where she's fighting, like, Embryo at this point wants to marry Angie which is the main chick, because she's able to defy him, I guess. Yeah. So he's now got a raging boner for her.
Yeah, basically.
Almost in a few ways.
Even though she's barely able to defy him.
Yeah, but at this point, it's like Tusk is trying to get her away from him, so he's like flying away. And then they come up to him on a rooftop, and it's like, okay, well, we're gonna land here for some fucking reason. And they confront him. They start fighting. Tusk is hurt.
Oh no! The reason. Wait. All right. So the reason they landed. The reason they landed is because, for whatever reason, Embryo can control anyone who uses mana, so he uses that to control.
Momoka.
Yeah, Momoka.
Momoka uses that to control Momoka, and Angie, not wanting to hurt Momoka, just kind of accepts it, and so.
Okay, so fine, we'll accept that. So entered the biggest bullshit of this series.
Oh yeah, where he turns into Kira.
Hold on a second. Basically, what happens is they fight. Fucking Tusk and Momoka fight him in hopes to get Angie away. Momoka takes a shot to the chest, which I accept the bullshit for this, so I'll explain that. But then she gets run over by a random car and falls down a cliff and explodes. Yeah, and Tusk gets shot and stabbed, and he commits Allahu Akbar.
Like, chest bomb, explosion.
Allahu Akbar. And then next episode, completely fine. Oh, how are you fine? It's all thanks to this frying pan.
For Momoka, anyway.
That's it!
And then for other guy, there's nothing.
That's it!
Like, there's no way. Like, there were no bullet wounds, no scars, nothing.
No. They didn't even try to explain it.
No, they did this in Seed too, alright? With the main character in Seed. So, in Gundam Seed. So here's what happened in Gundam Seed. Main character is fighting the main rival character dude. Rival character dude takes his sword, pierces the other dude's reactor, which starts super mega explosion. That's what always happens when you pierce reactors with swords. So the main rival dude gets out of there. We know the main character is still in his mech. He hasn't ejected or anything. And then boom, explosion. Next episode, hey, how's it going, guys? I'm still alive. Like, what?
I accidentally skipped an episode while this is happening. I'm like, oh, why is dude alive? Is that like her mental projection or something? It's like, oh, Momoka's alive too. Wait, what the fuck did I miss? And I went back. I'm like, wait, still nothing here. Oh, wait, they just came back. Okay. Yeah.
Like, that's
funny though. I'm like, this has got to be like one of Embryo's things, right? Like he brought them back.
And she even acknowledges, like,
she even said that.
Yeah, she's like, oh, this can't be real. You're one of Embryo's illusions.
Oh, let me make sure I'm gonna have sex with you.
Oh yeah, they bone. Like, hardcore.
That was how she made sure. Fucking what?
I guess she thought, like, oh, an illusion can't be the same way as what she never had sex with before.
It's the biggest bullshit of this show. There's no explaining it, and they just really hope you forget it happened.
Though the Momoka part right after is pretty funny, because, like, oh, right, Momoka.
Oh, how did you survive? Oh, I blocked the bullet with my frying pan I had in my chest for some reason.
All right, what about being run over by a car and being exploded by that same car? That's a side point. Like,
fucking 3 frying pans.
It has, like, the show has some good humor in it. I will commend it for that.
Okay, well, let me talk about that too. While they're in fucking Dragon Dimension, fucking Dragonland, I'll go to Dragonland. Come on. I'm gonna stop. Dragon Tales, anybody?
No.
No one. No one knows.
I remember that show. I just didn't like it that much.
Whatever. I'm alone. Fucking while they're in Dragonland, they do the whole like, okay, now Angie's like kind of like in Tusk. And of course, because of this, Tusk is like the only. Oh yeah, Tusk is the only male in Dragonland because all the other males got turned into fucking dragons.
Which, by the way, you can apparently change between those two forms, but none of
We
the
never
males...
see that.
With Vivian, yeah. Like,
Like-
oh, the doctor was like, oh, I just changed some D levels and you're good.
I mean, after that, Vivian never really changed back into a dragon.
True,
I think
but...
that simply stabled it to where she wouldn't turn into a dragon. Because her thing was she would turn into a dragon if she didn't have her quote-unquote candies.
True,
Well,
but...
I mean,
hard
yeah,
drugs.
you always. I mean, in the entirety of the show, you always saw her with a freaking lollipop
yeah.
in her mouth.
Yep.
So it was like, okay, I guess she just likes candy, but that was actually medicine. Okay.
I
yeah,
like that.
so apparently someone doing that. Okay, that was cool.
Yeah.
But, like, it seems like doing that stops the women's transformation to dragons, or, like, all the pink dragons women? I don't fucking know.
All the pink dragons
We
are...
never actually see anyone transform into a dragon, ever. Besides
This
Vivian's
sounds
one transformation.
so confusing.
Oh, trust me, it is. Episode 14 to 25 is a fuck your brain. Turn
But
it off or you're gonna die.
it was also really cool to see, or see it, unfold.
Oh yeah, remember? Okay, Dragonland's bullshit. Remember in Dragonland, hey, we're kind of like at fucking sword point here. Let's play tennis.
Yeah, why not?
Tennis.
We somehow fucking put in a tennis slash fucking bikini twister. Not what is it? It is a twister, isn't it? So
It was.
yeah, somehow we have this technology in Dragonland. Also, like I was saying before, was like it's because the fucking dude's the only male here. Of course, there's like major fucking Eero everything. It's like, and of course, the way Angie reacts is like the most stereotypical anime thing in the world. It's like, oh, all the women are pushing themselves on you. Let me fucking hit you because reasons. I'm gonna scream, call you a pervert, and hit you.
Hey,
Why?
It makes sense for the character, though.
No, no, it doesn't.
Because she was like all like prim and proper, and she was at the top of the
She
world,
became
and
an
now
uber logical badass.
she became a what?
Uber logical badass. She fucking became level-headed and fucking didn't really take shit. She kind of cast aside that whole prim proper thing, like in the first 13 episodes.
First episode, second, like end of the second episode, she stopped being prim and proper, but like. It makes sense for the character. Like, she grew, like, very jagged very quickly. And then when there are advances by another person, she doesn't know which side to take. Because, really, the transformation into
But the thing is,
jagged was
it's
really
still
quick. So, she doesn't really know how to react to that. So, I think it's fine.
I still call bullshit because it's this complete stereotypical thing from, like, the early 80s to late 90s fucking ecchi anime fucking female reaction. It's so annoying.
While it is the stereotypical thing, at least it makes sense for the character to act like that in those situations.
You could say it made sense for every character to do that.
I
don't know
but
what's going on.
There's actual reasons. Like, they actually try to explain, like, okay, this is, like, the reason she's reacting this way. Because of the whole, like, oh, she doesn't know how to react to this kind of situation. So she just kind of puts up a wall.
Oh, hey, you're being flaunted by girls? It must be your doing. I'm going to hit you now. Yes, that is a complete logical flow.
But that's not the point. The point is that it's supposed to be illogical of her to do that. Because all the other times
That's
she's
the
logical.
problem!
No, that is what makes it good. Because
You can fucking verify it in your mind, but to me, I see the bullshit. I'm going to call out the bullshit.
there's much worse bullshit in this show for me anyway.
Oh, there is. Fucking... What else? Even There's so much bullshit.
Remember when he got caught up in the vines and then Ange, like, fell over sick and whatnot? Why didn't he get out of the vines earlier? Because he obviously had a knife on him the entire time. Was able to get out of it at any time.
Oh, yeah, that was the thing. I just kind of dismissed that. I was like, whatever. But yeah, that was the thing.
Bullshit.
She fucking got tied up in some vines in, like, their first meeting. And he waited, like, a few hours to come out for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hanging around, I guess.
Yeah, why not? So episode 14, when they go over to the new world. So that hologram thing, what was showing that to them? How was it being displayed? Like, apparently...
Like what? The hologram?
Yeah, because there's not light of mana in that world, so technology? Like,
Electricity, I suppose.
there were
Like
no...
the way you would generators. It's his fucking backup shelter.
No, I know how they powered it, or how they would have powered it. What I'm asking is, like, how did they, like, project it into the room and have it be every angle around them, including on the floor?
Oh, that part.
Yeah, like, where it shows, like, the history of this world.
I don't know. Maybe the fucking bunker was equipped to do that.
Yeah, but why? In a bunker, you're not... You don't put in holographic
You just defended
projection.
the illogical actions of a fucking female when confronted with something edgy. I'm going to defend that this thing has probably had some tech in it.
I'm sure it had tech in it. Like, it had, like, the whole...
Listen, you're
blast doors and whatnot.
548 years in the future. No matter how long, even if the world had been destroyed for 300 years at that point, they probably had some tech.
I'm sure they had tech, but why that? Why put in a holographic projector in a bunker?
Sanity. Like, the way I could rationalize using that technology is to simulate outside, so you don't go completely insane being locked inside.
Sure.
Have you ever seen, what was it? Ah, God. I know there was a movie that had this kind of concept too, where it's like people would simulate an environment they weren't in that they would keep sane in, like, confined spaces. God,
I don't know.
So it's used in a few places, mostly sci-fi. Anyway,
So
that's the biggest gripe over this
actually,
everything else.
my biggest gripe with this show is the
You know what you should
audio.
what you should gripe about in that whole scenario is how the corpses are so well preserved in that place.
Oh yeah, like
They look like they've been dead for 2 weeks.
Yeah, at most. Especially, and how was the one that was holding the baby still upright after all that
Fuck
time?
if I know.
Anyway,
They really should have been dust. No matter what the conditions, unless it was completely sub-zero, even then they probably should have been dust.
yeah. Anyway, my biggest gripe with the show is not all the bullshit logical stuff. It's the audio.
What?
At certain points, the audio is amazing, for instance, in fight scenes. Like, the music is on point and whatnot. But other times, music, sound effects are just out of place, or sound effects are desynced. It's really weird. The audio design, I mean. So, for instance, when Jill dies, it's like this sad music, but the piano is way too loud comparative to, like, the other noises, so it kind of just, like, pierces your ear a bit.
Dude, at that point, my brain was so far gone with, like, what the fucks, I was just, like, didn't even hear anything.
So it pierces your ear a bit, which ruins the moment of emotion.
Maybe if you're listening to it too.
And also, what was it? It was episode 21. Like, there was a moment with Chris where it was like, oh, kill this person, I think it was? I don't know. I have in my notes, the Chris moment felt really weak, and that was due to the music. Like, just not empowering.
Like, when she killed someone? When...
something like that. I don't know. In my notes...
Not the fact that there was nothing to make you care about Chris ever.
Oh, no.
She existed, and she was a character, and I guess she was
existed in the harem.
I guess she selected, but there was legit no reason to actually like Chris or care about the fact that she came back. Like,
hey,
cool.
Why did Chris turn evil? Oh, because you guys made me change my hairstyle, so I went with the other dude.
Like, even the character's like, what does that matter?
It was my favorite hairstyle.
You made me change my hairstyle, and you...
Am I right?
You made me change my hairstyle, and you abandoned me. No, your mech thing, you know how it exploded? We kind of thought you were dead.
Yeah, just
well, it
a
didn't
little
explode.
bit.
She just got shot in the head. That was all.
Oh, yeah, just a little pet shot. No big deal.
Oh, but you abandoned me. Fuck off. There was a battle.
Yeah.
Also, you crashed into concrete and there was debris on you and everything.
Yeah.
Also, we can talk about the bullshit of how, like, as soon as, like, the Diamond Rose Knighthood or whatever the fuck it was called was formed, It's like, oh yeah, a fucking bunch of the main characters go over to that side because Embryo was a good guy, right? It's been like, but they're being mind controlled, so like, okay. But then it's like, oh, Angie's here now, which by the way, she handled being there for quite a long time for no reason. But besides that, while she was there, Embryo was like, yeah, I want the boner for her, so fuck everyone else. While that's happening, like the fucking other characters like, hey, this isn't as good anymore, and like they're starting not to like him. Why doesn't he just continue to use mind control? Like, why doesn't he refresh that?
At that point,
Like-
I don't think he cares anymore. Because he sees, like, once he finds Ange, he's like, okay, Ange is my wife. She's the only person I'm taking with me. Fuck everyone else.
And yet he still needs the other people for his plan, according to him.
Meh.
Eh.
A lot of
Also,
bullshit.
can we talk about how fucking the source of the light of mana is a fucking dragon? And somehow the dragon was quote-unquote taken? How the fuck that happened?
Embryo's basically God.
Yeah, we never really saw how that happened, though. You could say, oh yeah, he's just God. That's still just an excuse. Like, how? How does that happen? The dragon's powerful. Even if it's up against a god, it's fucking stopped the space-time merge.
Oh, speaking of the space-time merge,
It didn't stop it. It just slowed it down enough to give the people a
That's
chance.
still a
to
fucking
stop it.
feat, dude. Can you stop a space-time merge for even a second? Probably not. I would probably get all my limbs blown off immediately.
speaking of the space-time merge, how did anyone survive that? That was outside of Aura's, like, protection range. Like, apparently there are other people still alive? How?
Oh yeah, and the unsatisfying part of the end, fucking the youngest princess, who was Sylvia, the sister to the main chick, somehow survived. Really wish she didn't. I really wanted her dead. She survived. Somehow.
Total bitch. Yeah.
In the ruined world, where it's nothing but revel and scavengers, and is now like the leader of some fucking...
Survival
guess.
group? Yeah.
I don't fucking know. So yeah, by the way, remember it was like the whole progression of her character is like fucking I'm royalty, and then like, well, fuck the royalty. It's like I'm gonna destroy this world. I love this world. Fuck this world.
Ange, you mean?
Yeah, that's literally how it went. She claimed at one point she wanted to destroy the world. Then she said she liked the world and wasn't gonna leave it. Then she said fuck the world at the end.
Yeah.
Character was kind of all over the place with her goals.
Bit
Like from the start. From the start, her character's goals changed so many times.
So, I think this is the best use of CG I've ever seen in a show.
It was there. At some points, I didn't like it.
The one thing, the biggest gripe I have with this show is the fact that one of the biggest gripes that I have is the fact that they reused animation a couple times.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, they reused the same destruction animation a couple times.
Where was most
like-
apparent? Oh, continue.
It was most apparent when she was fighting the ships.
Yeah,
she fought
that was it.
She fought the ships at Arsenal, and then they reused it when she was she was doing the assault. Yeah, so
Redneck mode.
and come on, man.
I didn't
This
even
is-
notice.
This is 2016. This is
Well, I noticed because I thought the fucking when was this show made?
This was made 2014, I believe.
Yeah,
okay.
14.
Well, claiming it's
Still-
2016 is like going up to an age and it was like, oh, you're using these outdated cliches. Come on, man, it's 2016.
It's 20. I mean, it's 2014. I think you can afford to
Yeah,
reanimate
I understand
that
now.
twice.
I was annoyed by that. There's one like really cool shot where she like cut a fucking with the red mech. She cut the fucking ship in half. Thought, oh, that's a cool shot. And then they use it again. I'm like, oh, there's that shot again. And then I think they used another one of the ship destructions. I think there was two.
I think one where she flew through them?
Oh, they might have
I don't
reused that.
think. I didn't think they reused that one.
I never realized they reused
It was a
shots
vertical
in
and
the show.
horizontal slice.
Yeah, they reused those. Definitely reused. It's just like
Also,
Why?
episode 2, where, like, she tries to fly off back to her home country and those two people die. Why didn't they explain to Ange that if she disobeyed while she was out there, she would be, reprimanded? Or what the how she would
They
be
did.
I
punished?
imagine that's
No,
a given.
No, they did because
Not-
Salia came up to try to kill her, but they were too busy engaged in battle, and the captain ordered
No.
Salia to come back.
No, I was talking about before they actually, flew out in the mechs. Like, why didn't they explain to her then? Because
That's probably a given.
She was obviously showing signs of insubordination, like, I'm going back, I want to go back, send this letter, I'm going back. And she wasn't really listening to anyone, so why didn't they explain to her, like, hey, you're gonna die if you, like, don't fucking follow orders.
I imagine it was a given.
I
Can
know,
you
but-
How long has
honestly
this
think
podcast
like, oh,
been going for?
not very long, actually.
I know, hour 25 minutes, podcast-wise. So if someone is obviously showing signs of insubordination, why don't you just tell them, like, hey, just as, like, a reassurance,
Oh,
make sure
yeah.
they don't do anything.
Since you're doing nothing right now, if you're gonna stick around, I imagine you're asking so you either want to go to bed, or if you're gonna stick around, you should think of an anime to submit.
Log Horizon,
That was literally the first thing we did.
the second season.
Also did that.
Yeah.
You did the second season?
Well,
We did it with the first season.
yeah.
Oh, 2 Ekans. Let me catch those real quick.
Koku de quizu des. Quiz time.
Okay, that was annoying.
What? I was gonna ask who's my favorite character in the show.
Vulcan.
No.
It's good. That's my favorite character, dude.
Vulcan the dog.
Why did he get any... Did you see his fucking hat? He was the greatest character.
Well,
He only had-
I'm gonna go to bed now, guys. So my suggestion is One Piece.
No.
Unless
Yeah.
you're...
Let's watch all of One Piece and the movies and the specials.
It's only like 780-something episodes.
And
Actually,
ongoing.
Actually, it's about 800, I believe.
Did it really
Hey,
pass
it has
the
to be a
800?
complete anime.
I think so.
It has to be a complete anime, Ian.
We've never made that rule.
Would you want to watch an anime and talk about an anime that's not finished? Not really.
Not really, no. Let's see. It is not on that page. All right, then.
How about Soul Eater? Have we done that one yet?
We have not.
Okay,
Actually,
Soul
no.
Eater. Okay, Soul
Um,
Eater. I'm going to bed now, guys.
Wait, defend it.
It's kind of hard to take... Wait, it's kind of hard to do that because
Plus, you need
then
to
the
vote.
voting's really weird.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's do the voting now. Just get your stuffs.
What?
Yeah, let's get the voting out of the
Still
way.
talking
We
about
can
the
get the voting
anime.
out. We can get the voting out of the way,
Well,
and then
I still need to
Okay.
find what anime I'm gonna do. Jeez.
what the fuck have you been doing for a week?
Like, I have a
Watching
couple
anime.
anime. Well, yeah.
He's also not been playing Pokemon Go.
That
Just
as
pick
well.
something you haven't seen. You've got a shit ton of stuff that's on your fucking queue.
What's a good thing?
Oh my god,
Oh, fucking.
Chris, what are you fucking putting forth?
Yeah, Chris. You...
Oh wait, you're not.
I can't.
Oh, right. He won last week.
What is that from? Is that like? I'm really guessing Sailor Moon or a fucking Studio Ghibli movie.
It's Kiki's delivery service.
Oh, I got it. Somewhat.
That's an anime
No.
movie.
What?
Remember Kiki's Delivery Service at all.
Fucking.
Anyway, I guess what I'm okay, well, fucking Ian says Soul Eater.
All right.
I'm kind of torn between 2 things. 3 things, actually.
I like how earlier you were like, I don't have thing.
I'm just torn. I'm going to pick on the fly here. Has anyone else seen... Nah, fuck it. I'll just pick this. Let's watch Beelzebub.
Isn't that the anime with the weird baby thing or whatever.
All right, here's the summary of this, which you should probably give the summary of Soul here, but who the fuck doesn't know that? The story follows the strongest juvenile delinquent, main character, a first year in high school. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. The school for delinquents. One day, while sleeping next to a riverbed, he sees a man floating down it. He pulls him to shore, and then the man splits in half, revealing a baby. The boy is the son of the Demon King, and he has been chosen to be the one to raise it. One with the he gets a fucking maid. The story follows the life of the dude with the child at the delinquent school. Comedy. It's fairly funny.
All
I read the
that sounds
manga
interesting.
a little bit a while back. And the
Ian.
baby looks like Baby Zoro.
Baby Zoro. Also, One Piece
Basically.
is 750 episodes.
Okay.
Ian, explain Soul Eater.
Yeah,
They eat souls.
exactly.
I'm pretty sure. Like, who hasn't seen Soul
I'm
Eater?
fairly certain I don't have to explain it.
I've seen.
Wait, who
Soul-
hasn't seen Soul Eater?
I've seen all of Soul Eater and not.
I've seen Soul Eater and I've read the manga for Soul Eater. I'm not opposed to watching it again, though.
By the way, by not, I mean
It's a
Soul
good
Eater.
Soul
anime.
Eater not is a thing.
I've seen it.
It seems like
It's okay.
everyone else has seen it but me, so it's kind of just like a fucking force
I'm fine with it.
kind of thing.
I'd be fine with talking about Soul Eater.
I'd be fine with watching it again. I've watched it 3 times already. It's a good anime.
Read the manga. I guess that could be one of our themes, Manga Week.
Yeah, where we have to go buy manga.
Yeah, not the multiple fucking online manga things we could do. Kiss manga, fucking manga, whatever. I have a manga app on my phone. It's everywhere. You do not ever need to buy a physical copy of any manga unless it's like new and in Japan.
Yeah, unless it released that week, you're probably gonna be able to find it online.
You also can find fucking pretty good online comics, like how One Punch Man is, and like The Gamer, Korean comics, shit like that. It's fairly simple.
Okay.
We'll do that as a theme sometime, maybe next. Nick,
I'm gonna go with a.
you're the regular Hermes, aren't you? A regular Hermes. Hermes
What?
was the fast one, right?
Hermes
Yeah, he was.
is a fast one.
Hermes
yeah.
was the flying fast one, I think.
Yeah. I remember this because Hermes boots in Terraria.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to be recommending a monster anime known as Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex.
Of all
Okay.
the things you haven't seen, this is the thing you want to see?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Why? What do you think about it?
I don't really know much about the Ghost in the Shell series. I know it's a movie thing.
So Ghost in the Shell
They're coming out
Standalone
with a
Complex is
Out with a live action movie, if I'm not mistaken.
is there?
They're coming out with a live action movie. Like Scarlett's playing the main girl.
Oh, yeah, there's
Oh,
a live
yeah.
action, there's an animated. The only thing I know about Ghost in the Shell is for a while there is a game on Steam. It's even being, I think, promoted right now. And it was free for a little bit.
Yeah, the Ghost
It's a
in the Shell.
fairly good shooter.
Yeah. So Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex is about
Ghosts in the Shell.
Kind of.
There's a
Yeah, a little
standalone
bit.
complex. We don't know why it's related to.
It's
just-
called Standalone Complex because each episode is a vignette of sorts. Like it shows like what each like how it shows a character in a situation who gets that situation solved and whatnot. And by the end, all these situations that you've seen connect together. So each standalone is actually part of a bigger complex, which is why they named it that. And then Ghost in
Vignette.
The
Ghost in the
laughing
Shell
man.
is about basically robots.
Here's what I want to add. So, is this the only Ghost in the Shell related content, or is this like a spin-off? What is it?
I am not very sure myself. All I know is that
Because
Standalone
once
Complex.
again, I have trouble watching spin-offs if there's like base material somewhere else.
It seems
I
as
know there's
though
movies that
Standalone Complex is the original. And I think the movies come after it.
Okay. I'll give it a pass. About fucking sci-fi shooting.
Yes, the movies come after it.
Okay.
Basically, it's about how machines are going to, or how machines have integrated into the world as you know it, and how that affects like social, political stuffs and all that.
Okay. So, as per the new system, one vote, not you.
Mm-hmm.
Name of the person, not the show, if you would be so inclined.
All right. Everybody ready?
So it's only one vote?
One vote.
Yes.
Not
As per
yourself.
the new system, where the person who won last time is out to fucking make sure I don't win every week. Let's be honest, that's why. Yeah.
Names, right?
Names.
Chris
Yes.
is voting. Yes.
I am good to go.
All right.
Same.
Same.
3, 2, 1. Post. Hey.
Well,
Well,
Oh, look, Icky won again.
not really. If Chris is so inclined right now because he fucking didn't post anything, he could tie it.
yeah, nah.
All right,
All right then.
I win.
Hey.
Wait, were you not ready? Pretty sure I heard you say ready.
He
I was
was.
ready, but then I was on a different application.
Oh,
Oh.
what did? Okay then. Was it a tie or did you write Nick or what did you write?
Not important. It wouldn't change anything.
All right then, it must have been Nick.
Yeah. So.
Well, it could have been you as well, and it was still didn't change
True.
anything.
I
Alright,
guess
so
that's true, isn't it?
wins for anime homework are Iggy 8, Chris 5, Nick 2, -1 because log rice and force
Stop
onto you.
counting it or I will stab you.
Bring it on. Ian 0, TLG 0.
I won once. I won
Did he?
once.
Nope.
What did you win?
I can't remember, but
That's
I
because
know
you
I
didn't
Because
won
you
at least
haven't
once.
won one. Why do you think
Ian,
I have a list?
You recommended fucking Cardfight, Vanguard, Parasite, and now Soul Eater. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Once, I think.
Arc 5, yes. B.
Screw you, I'm going to bed.
All right.
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Alright, back to the anime. Where were we? Oh yeah, lots of bullshit.
Literally anywhere within episodes 1 to 25.
Ah, I see.
It shows the kind of a bit of a mess with logic, if that's not been established already.
Yeah, but it's a
oh right.
mech-
I was talking about
Connection.
CG in the show. It's probably the best CG I've ever seen in an anime because I didn't even notice that it was CG at all.
I did.
No, they also. I
Actually-
noticed it was CG, and I noticed they also reused that as well.
Yep, we talked
You already-
about that.
No, but they also reused certain like transformation sequences. They kept doing it again and again, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I've seen this so many times. I've seen this like 5 times. Can I do I
Like-
really need to see it again?
There was, I think, one like part where the CG was somewhat noticeable, and that's what like turned me on to it. But other than that, I thought the CG was
Oh, it
amazing.
turned you on to it, huh?
Yeah, man, I gotta get that Mac action.
Gotta get that Berserk 2016.
Ooh, yeah,
CG
totally.
was a thing.
So-
Except you
go
really
ahead.
can't. Have you
Go ahead
attempted
and-
to watch Berserk 2016 at all?
I have not.
Good, don't. Not for
Why?
the reason you might think. It's not because it's CG, it's because it's a continuation of the 90s one.
Oh.
At least that's what it seems like from like the first 30 seconds. No, it is what it is from the first 30 seconds. I don't know if it continues to be, but it definitely was a continuation from where that weird-ass ending ended.
So
So yeah,
I-
be wary about that.
I really like the themes that this show tackled. Like,
Tried. It was like,
Like
hey,
what? Fucking oppression?
lesbians, oppression,
Discrimination.
More
All
lesbians.
that.
discrimination.
Turning dudes into dragons.
What?
Not
That's
there's
a
not
theme?
much. Not a
How
whole.
did they never notice that? I know that like froze most of the dragons. By the way, that freezing punch thing, that was really cool and effective. I was really hoping they would have that like when they were infighting, like use it on each other. Never saw it like past episode 5.
Because it's an effectively useless weapon. You gotta realize close quarters weapons are not particularly.
But then they go and use swords.
A lot of mech battles do boil down to close quarters, but you see how effective the swords were? They'd both go to activate it, and then the other person would shoot them. Is what would boil down to. Or they both activate it, and then their arms touch each other, and they freeze each other's arms off. It's just ineffective. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna physically be able to get them with it. So might as well just
Yeah,
use swords.
great how good the swords went. Oh, block, 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 block.
At least you didn't lose an arm or potentially.
They did though. They lost legs and shit. When it never did connect, it fucking cut something off. I think it happened once.
I mean, the mechs were very
Against
very
Salia, yes, lost both arms.
mechs had
And then it
very,
regenerated or something. It was so fucking why.
mechs had very paper thin defensive.
Oh, if you want to talk about useless weapons, how about fucking metal alloy boomerang?
No, that's fine. That's
But
okay.
it comes back to you.
No, it doesn't.
How?
It doesn't make sense, but it's still a fairly.
If she had mana, it would make sense, but she don't.
Plus, it was a style thing more than anything. Like, since it,
How do we distinguish this one character from the other ones?
no,
Give it a boomerang. Make it pink.
Oh, that's what you mean.
She's
'cause
also
they
a
even
dragon
said
halfway
in
into
the show. Like,
She's also a dragon halfway into the show.
yeah,
Yeah.
no big deal.
By the way, when that started, it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They really, indirectly explained that. It was just like, it's happening. And everyone accepted it for the time until they got teleported in episode 14.
Oh yeah, I never said, but Vivi-chan is my favorite character.
Yeah, quiz time. Who's a freaking idiot?
This time.
Nick. Hey, ding, 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 ding.
How the hell did I know that you guys were gonna say that? I mean, it's not that difficult to find out, but you know.
For characters, liked particularly no one. It's kind
Yeah.
of
Angie
Well,
changed character far too much for me to like her.
yeah. She was really annoying, especially in the beginning. She was super particularly annoying.
I don't know about
the
you guys, but when I get into anime, I don't really like to... If there's not a character I like to hate characters. So it's like, oh, who do I hate more? And then it's like, oh, they're on screen now. Maybe they'll die this time, and I'm just hoping. And that's how I get through a lot of it.
I don't really do
Which
it.
also lays into another thing, villains in this show. Be it society or the actual people. It was pretty good for the first 13 episodes. You know, you've got the royal family who's against Anji, and that's pretty cool. Like, fucking, it's kind of working. You've got the brother who's kind of an asshole. You've got the sister who was a major fucking asswipe. And that's cool that you hated them. They were pretty good villains until fucking Embryo came in and is like, yeah, we're going to focus on this now. Kill the brother and never show the sister until like episode 20-something. There were no real good villains. And even Embryo wasn't that good of a villain. He was
he wasn't good of a villain because he had too much power. You like in true retrospect, honestly, probably could have ended it anytime he chose to, but he just kept dragging it on.
And that's another thing. It does feel really fucking long in that back half. Holy shit. Like, so much is just like, here's this thing. Oh, we got to go get Angie, and we're bring her back to our base. Oh, she's gone again. Let's go get Angie and bring her back. And so, like, this happened how many times now? Oh, Angie's, like, lost somewhere.
I think it was 3
It's like-
times so like to get ancient.
Not to mention, like, every time the dragon people try to fucking launch an attack, it's like, oh, we're through the gate, large-scale attack, oh, let's retreat. They did nothing.
Oh yeah, by the way, why did the dragons come through the portals like all the time?
They were
That's the
looking
only
to
way.
grab. They were looking to grab aura, and they
Yeah.
were looking to grab aura, but they couldn't physically do. I mean,
I
honestly,
know, but
their fight to get aura probably would have been a lot quicker had they been like, maybe we should figure out where these fucking are coming from that are destroying us. There, maybe we should talk to them.
How about instead of sending, like, hundreds of thousands of dragons to die, we do the fucking thing we could have done before and use the space-time quantum cannon, whatever the fuck it was called? Space-time
Space-time
convergence cannon?
space-time convergence.
Yeah.
Time-space convergence.
Yeah,
cannon.
they finally did it at, like, episode 13, and they took out half the base. Imagine if they fucking did that at any point before then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are like my favorite episodes. Like 13. 13 was probably the best. Look at all this stuff that's happening. People are dying. It's
Finally.
great.
Fucking children died. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Murder. Yay.
There's so much bullshit. It's honestly so... From episode 14, it just becomes a strain on your brain to try and keep up. Unless you just shut down.
I kept up.
I
with it
thoroughly-
fine,
I
though.
pretty well enjoyed the first 13 episodes, and then the last 14 episodes, like, I don't think I'm watching the same show anymore, and this show feels pretty generic.
I like the change of pace that came with the going to the other world, because
Oh, yeah! Want to talk about how fucking all the fucking, what the fuck are they called? Paramales? I don't remember. The robots?
Ragnamales.
No, they're
Ragnamales.
called
What?
No, they're paramales. No, the ones used mainly by normals are paramales. Ragnamales are the ones made by embryo.
The ring.
Want to talk how they all became fucking sentient at the end there?
No, only one became sentient.
Oh, no! They all did. Remember, well, they're in that weird fucking space between, like, that area in between space and time? By the way, that's
Indefinite
bullshit.
space.
Yeah, and then there's like, oh, they react to your emotions and feelings. Everyone fucking scream out what you want. They did that, and it's like, oh, well, they all fucking start changing color, and it's like, what the fuck's going on?
Well,
it always happened, you know. Angie, whenever Angie
yeah, with
was in
Ange.
trouble.
But they still
Yeah, but
don't
that
explain
was
that.
explained by Vilkis. It's like, oh, Vilkis is special. Okay,
Yeah.
Vilkis ain't so special anymore.
I mean,
Well,
Vilkis
Vilkis was
is just
special.
another ring one, so
No,
Yeah.
Vilkis was special in the fact that it was a Ragnamale, and it was the only one currently present on that world. So
There's that. But then it's like,
honestly,
the changing colors, like, what the fuck's happening here? Then now they're all responding to emotions. Is this like something in the OS? Is it voice activated? I don't know. Is it a Windows 10 bug?
no, it's just you know, anime BS of like the sheer power of feelings.
yeah.
just feel hard enough. And
Oh yeah,
it'll
and
go.
how she
I'm really
broke
feeling
Momoka out of the mind control as well. Like feelings. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
All right, so effectively, what happened is first, like Dominic became disillusioned by the second half, and Nick kind of enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed it as well. All right, so
I became disillusioned
scores.
because I tried to rationalize what was happening while it was going on, and it was painful.
Rationalize it by just anime, and you're done.
Yeah, I try to keep a certain sense of logic because the first half kind of made that expectation. While it's still a sci-fi show, it's kind of consistent in its logic, and then... Hey, we're alive! Frying pan! It's kind of surprised they didn't call the rice balls jelly donuts. Not.
Sorry. So endings, scores, and all that. Go.
I'm confused. This is a big question mark for me. Because the same, like, I really enjoyed the first part. Like, it was pretty good.
So it's like
Besides-
SAO. Like you enjoyed the first half, and then they went to
Yeah.
Furious, and then it was like, oh, why?
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't, like, straight out bad. It was still somewhat good. And I had a better time with it than I thought I was going to, given that it was, like, it looked like a Gundam thing. Granted, they didn't depend on the Gundams too much. It wasn't just like, oh, here's the Gundams and it's like some other shit. No, it was mostly
No.
about the people.
Character
And like
driven,
the
yay.
fucking...
I mean, they
About-
depended on the Gundam on the next.
They did for fighting, but it was then like, oh, here's actual character development and like oppression and all this other stuff going on. So it
Like,
wasn't just like...
Those themes that they brought up were actually pretty good.
Yeah,
All
so I'm
that.
conflicted. Like, I didn't not enjoy it. It just became worse towards the end. So I'm very conflicted in my scoring.
Score.
I'll let you two go first while I figure this out.
All right, Chris.
Nick.
Chris.
Fuckers.
Overall, I really like the show. I like the themes that it tackled. I like the characters. They kind of felt real in a sense. I don't know if I'm stretching that a bit, but
At what point?
I don't know. I think I'm stretching it a bit, but like how they
You felt sympathy or empathy at some point for the
Yeah.
characters? That's
Yeah,
what
no.
makes something human, by the way. Sympathy/empathy.
yeah, like they kind of felt real to me. But there is a lot of logical bullshit and like
Oh, by the way, the romance in the show wasn't too bad.
yeah, no, that was pretty good. Like it progressed in a logical fashion, like, and the romance actually affected the character in a like good way. Like it brought her back from being so edgy and jagged.
You know, when
Which-
it wasn't Yuri rape, it was okay.
Yeah, which was kind of needed for the character. Like it showed up at the right time. That part's good. Actually, pretty great even, because the relationship also progresses in a logical fashion. Like you can tell
Until
they
the character
spent-
is alive for no reason. It shouldn't be.
yeah, like
And she literally the only reason that character came alive again was so that she wouldn't kill herself.
like after their first encounter, you can like there's a noticeable change in how they act to each other, which is good.
Oh, there was
And-
one really, really cringy scene I forgot about.
okay.
So, remember, like, towards the end where fucking Tusk is in a fucking thing and is, like, fighting Embryo while they're trying to get Aura? And it's like,
Oh.
fucking Embryo is like, hey, I've seen NG in fucking birthday suit, like, essentially. And it's like, haha, you've never done anything like that, you virgin boy. And there's like, haha, yeah, but I've had sex with her. And he's like, no. And he's like, yes. And
We've gone all
like, I'm
the
gonna kill
way.
you. It was so bad. But the way they fucking wrote it and the way the characters were saying it was like, what? I want to see the board meeting or like the guy who had to write that dialogue
I
and
mean,
be
well,
like, yeah, this is good.
I mean,
It was like
well,
a
kinda makes
fucking
sense.
neck dick measuring contest. I don't know.
Well,
I know
kinda
how
makes
many.
sense
Go ahead.
because Embryo was in essentiality when they finally explained him in the very, very end. He's been cooped up for thousands of years.
I
and he's
know,
like,
but
I need
still,
something-
really?
I need something to bone, and then the one thing I want to bone is already spoiled. Like, why?
Yeah, but then there's like, he's fucking bragging about it. It's like, why did they have to happen? It just like fucking ruins the villain and like, oh, now Tusk is bragging about fucking Boy. It's like, what the fuck? Why? It's so cringy.
A little bit, yeah.
I had to sit there and laugh for a good 10 minutes when that scene fucking happened.
Speaking of laughing for long periods of time, the opening. There's just
Oh yeah!
there's just a for some
For the
reason
in the first episode, you see Tusk. You don't know who he is for a
in the
long
opening,
time, but
yes.
yeah, for some reason it's like, you know how the fucking animes happen, like they're like at these shows, it's like, oh, the characters are naked and like in a fetal position. It's symbolic. But for some reason, Tusk has a fully erect dick. It's not even censored.
Not at all. And it doesn't show up in any of the other openings. Just the first
Nope.
episode's opening.
Yes, it's
Why?
to entice some people.
Like, when that first showed up, I had to, like, straight up, 20 minutes, I'm done. I just laughed. Like, why is there just a giant dick here? In my notes, I have it
Not even flaccid, fully erect.
in my
That's
notes.
not what happens.
In my notes, I have it as, in the OP, a giant donger just appears out of nowhere. WTF. Caps, by the way. WTF.
Oh, there's a Furo somewhere nearby.
Um,
I do like... Alright, so, closing thoughts. I like the characters, felt real. I like the themes that the show tackled. It has a lot of logical bullshit, and to keep the pace up in the later half of the show, they do little face screens while while the fight is still happening in the background instead of like going inside the mech, which is really cool. But they only did that in the later fight scenes instead of some of the earlier ones, which really would have helped the earlier ones out. Fight scenes are good, like really good. CG is really well done in them. The music's on point in them. But out of the points, the sound effects are just desynced or just bad, as well as music not fitting certain parts. But overall, it's a pretty good show. I'd say 6, maybe a 7.
It's really hard, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah,
there's so much bad shit.
but there's also a lot of good stuff in it.
Can we talk about, really quickly, why they need to be wearing those suits?
Legitimately only the tail thing. That's
But it doesn't matter. Like, she gets into that Vilcus with, like, I don't remember what point it was, but she didn't use that suit. And it's like, okay, it doesn't connect, so what was the point of that?
I
Lucas-
think
Lucas responds to her emotion, so.
Several people did, though. Like, there's a few instances where people will get in their mechs and they're not using that shit. So, like, what the fuck is it? I assumed it was important, but...
Did you want to see them every time plug it in? Did you really want to see that animation? No, you assume they plug it in and move on.
It's not like I'm not seeing them plug it in. Sometimes they go into it without the fucking suit on.
I think the tail part of the suit is just like a tether to keep them on the mech, considering that they like
that doesn't fucking work, does it?
Like when they're in the jet mode and they're like zooming around and all that, their like body is exposed, so they might as well have something tethering them.
Except every other time they've stayed perfectly stable, and even when like the fucking Chris time, where they're fucking, she's obviously tethered to it, fucking the other bitch who looks like the chick from Totally Spies jumps out and fucking plucks her out of the ship.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I don't know. Tether. Like that's how
okay, even if it's for the tether, what the fuck is the rest of it?
I don't know. Like, aerodynamics?
Hero fan service.
I thought about that. I'm like, is it to reduce weight? Is it weight? Is it aerodynamics? But then you're able to ride them without it. So it's like, well, fuck no, I guess not.
I guess it's just to keep cool inside the mech. Because I'm assuming it's very hot in there.
No.
That's the only thing I didn't like about the Paramales and Ragnamales. That they're strictly land and air based unit. Well, they're strictly pretty much air based.
Did you want them to be subterranean?
I mean, kind of. That gives them a hope of being used in space. Basically, when I was looking at this show, I was looking at what can we use in this show in like a Super Robot Wars game. Like what?
Probably just Vilcus and Black Vilcus.
Like there were a couple good portions that we could probably use in each show. Like legitimately any time and the Salia squad deploys to go fight dragons, yeah, you could have every other mech show up and help them defeat dragons and such. And yeah, there were like some good when the dragons attack Arsenal, that would be a good point for fighting. The end fight, that would also be another good, which is cool.
Yeah. Scores.
Anyway, I gotta give it like a very hard 6 out of 10. Like, I did enjoy the show. I especially enjoyed the first 13 episodes where it made sense. I kind of droned out at the last part, as I've been saying. But it's definitely not a show I would ever watch again. There's no reason to ever go back and watch it, especially since it just feels so fucking long. And the inconsistencies and... Well, not inconsistencies, but the logic loops and a complete abandon of logic at certain points is unforgivable.
Yeah.
But I give it 6 because of Vulcan. Vulcan saved the show. He's the greatest character.
He had only like two major, like two minor scenes though.
He got kicked.
Remember that time when he ate all those hamburgers?
Yeah, no, he ate the hamburgers, and then he got yelled at for being a poor guard dog for doing that. And then there was that time...
But he was in a bathing suit while doing it. He looked hot. I would fuck him.
Then there was a time when Embryo was using Officer Emma, and then so he just and Vulcan got angry and then she got smacked against the wall.
You got bitch slapped?
Yeah, and that was like that was like I think that's the only time you ever learned a dog's name.
Yeah, it's literally because old lady, whose name I don't really know, yells out Vulcan. I'm like, oh, Vulcan, cool. Best character got a name.
But Vivi-chan.
Yeah, fucking quiz time, go suck a dick.
It is actually, Koku de Quizu des.
Yeah, it's called Japanese. It's called English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
What's your name? Sam?
Anyway, 6 out of 10. 6.5 for Vulcan.
Ah.
Call me.
Alright, so... Wait, we were gonna do a special one! For
What are you
anime
talking
homework.
about?
Damn it.
Yeah, get fucked.
No, we were gonna do a special one, and then we discussed that we can't do a special one because then it sends everyone else that isn't notified of the special one off on a hunt. Essentially, all it does is send me away from the podcast.
No, we were gonna think of a special one, but now
but no, it's bad to do while you're doing the podcast. It's bad to do with the day of the podcast. You have to do that shit like 5 days in advance, so people, or at least 4 days, I'm gonna say, so that people can fucking figure out what the fuck they're doing.
We were trying,
especially since some of these can be very specific and very limited in what they can be.
We were gonna think of a theme for it, not like the actual shows.
That's still not gonna happen during the podcast.
Why
Even if
not?
we think of a theme, people don't have enough time.
No, we were just gonna think of a theme for next week, not discussing whatever we picked. We're discussing what theme we're gonna pick for next week, not the actual shows
Manga week
from the theme.
Manga week's next week. Look forward to that.
Is it?
Yep, just decided.
But it's anime homework.
Get fucked.
I'd rather not.
Well, you better go start looking through some manga. That's what we're doing. Manga / online comics, so long as it's in the style.
Light novel? Light novel?
Let's not do light novels. We might have a light novel, but I've honestly never read a light novel. I don't know what counts as a light novel.
Essentially, it's just a book.
Does Harry Potter count? Not for anime, but...
Light novels are usually generally shorter and smaller. SAO came from light novels. Came from light novels, people liked it, so they made it into a manga and an anime.
And a game.
There's an SAO game?
Several.
There's a couple of them, and they're all pretty big.
There's one being like officially produced in Japan that's supposed to be an MMO, maybe VR tech, who knows. There's definitely not AR. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Okay.
We are so far away from the tech of that.
Now what do we do?
Now either fuck off or do the last bit of
Let's finish it off.
Yeah.
fucking bury it once and for all. Or we could just talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Yeah. I don't know. This seems like it's going to be a shorter podcast.
Yeah, so...
Shorter, still like 2 hours long. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. Most podcasts are like an hour and a half. We have long ones for some reason.
It's time to finish. It's time to finish this amazing...
This golden turd.
What are we going to move on to, if anything?
Didn't Peter... It isn't the thing, maybe nothing, maybe the thing Paul gave us?
Possibly.
Or we could look through the fucking fanfic site. There's already plenty of Ruby content that looks very cringeworthy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait! There was the Team Rhinoceros origin stories.
There is.
Yep, by Rydell.
We gotta go read those.
It's 3 chapters, by the way. We can finally learn how the fucking Star and Reiner's parents died.
Totally.
Yeah, alright, so let's read it.
Anyway. Ruby Team Rhinoceros by Rydell 009. Chapter 12. Grim Frenzy. We were having breakfast at the restaurant establishment. Man, I've been craving pumpkin pie, Reiner said with a slight drooling. Pie for breakfast, please. French toast man with maple syrup, saying excited. I think a carb load would be good for me. We might have a long day when the huntsman comes for us soon, Star mentioned. Harwin said, I think I'll have a little bit of everything to make my perfect breakfast. Suddenly, there was a loud crash nearby, and the silence wailed out. We rushed up to where the crowd was fleeing from. Team Ruby was surrounded by Grimm, a dropship as Team Juniper landed from their jump. My gut feeling definitely didn't expect this. You guys ready?
Wait. Is this like the
I don't-
fucking fight scene in fucking season 2 where
Yeah.
Caffeine is playing all that?
Okay.
Are they in
I have to
fucking?
go. I have to go.
Oh,
Oh, alright. Night.
you're not gonna fucking hear the end though. Oh no.
Yeah, don't you want it, buddy?
I think he's gone.
Is he? He's still showing up in
Sorry,
first.
I just thought, I am sorry.
All right. Well, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Not like this podcast. We have people come and go anyway.
Yeah. Like, most people leave by the time anime homework comes up. And there goes Chris.
And there. So wait, this scene, were they at fucking Beacon, or did it say where they were? Or they just happened to be
They
in
were
town?
having breakfast at the restaurant establishment.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the restaurant establishment.
My favorite restaurant establishment.
Yes. I love my foods that I get there. Like,
I love the prepared food dish.
yes. But don't forget about the awesome sauce compliment.
I kind of like the refried frozen food menu as well. It's pretty good.
Yes. But you can't forget about the chilled, hot, flamin' Toodlets.
The what?
Toodlets.
What are you saying?
Toodlets.
The fuck is that?
Tudalits. Toodlets.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask again. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I was making a joke based off of like restaurant establishment. Oh yes, fucking prepared food, that kind of thing, not made up shit. What? You ruined the joke.
Did I?
Like you ruined everything else.
Oh,
It's why your mother and I broke up.
she
were
never
the
loved
reason.
you.
She never loved you.
I know that. That's why she's dead.
And dramatic music, and the dog dies.
What dog?
Well, you don't have to focus on that anymore because he's dead.
You never told me about a dog.
He wanted to keep it a secret.
From whom?
The world. Dun dun dun.
Uh-huh.
He was part dog, part scientist. He was the lead engineer in a new genetic cure for cancer, but assassins came for him and his research. He hid away from the world to finish his research, but alas, he had cancer.
And now he has to come out of retirement to finally draw blood.
This is kind of just what happens
That-
late night. We play Warframe. This kind of happens a lot. I'm
Yeah.
sorry when this happens. Like, why are you here? Why are you listening to this? You should be doing anything else. Have you considered, like, calling your mother, telling her you love her? Like, you could do something nice and do that instead of you're just here listening to about a dog with cancer who doesn't even exist in a made-up relationship.
Wait, it was a dog that had the cancer? I thought it was
Yes.
a doctor guy. That's why I
It
made
was
the
a dog mad scientist.
Oh, that's why I made the draw blood joke. Like, oh, he's gonna draw blood out of the enemies, and drawing blood is like a thing that doctors do.
Why? You should leave. Like, leave. Your life will be better. I
I-
promise.
Podcast is gonna be over in like 5 minutes, so.
But you would know because you're watching this right now and can conveniently look down at the YouTube thing and see how much time is left.
And it's
You could
actually.
even-
Kunai with chain. What is this?
And I bet because that's such classified information, Nick won't want you to hear what I just said. So I'll repeat myself in a more code thing.
Kunai with chain.
That's not a code. You just said the same thing.
Oh, what did I say, Nick? Or do you want to keep it hidden from the people? They have a right to know.
If you want to know, I'll put a link down in the description that links to a picture that shows it.
Wow. I thought it was
By the
confidential
way,
information.
it's Ruby spoilers, so if you don't want to see
Oh,
the
he's trying to cover it up with Ruby spoilers. Writing it off as meager spoilers to a show that's really old at this point.
Is it?
Old.
It's like 2013, right? When it first got released?
But he's trying to cover it up. He won't tell you the truth. Let it be known on this day, Nick is a liar.
Am I?
He won't tell you about...
Kunai with chain.
It doesn't even make sense grammatically.
She's trying to cover it up.
Cover what up?
The kunai and chains hide the secrets.
Oh. Apparently Volume 4 was announced on April 1st of this year. Set to premiere October 22nd, and it will take place 6 to 8 months after Volume 3.
Oh yeah, because shit happened with like that demon chick. And
Who?
Kunai with chain. Kunai with chain. Kunai with chain. Kunai with chain. What is this?
You know, the way
Weird.
I'm gonna cut that is it's just gonna be in Ruby. So
what does that even mean in Ruby? Sexually? What?
exactly. Wow, I didn't know the show went like that. Damn.
Wait, 6 to 8 months later, who knows what happens?
Kunai with chain.
Fucking
Well, we don't know that.
technically a spoiler, because that's assumedly what happened. What else did happen? Where's the bunny's powers? Fucking
Kunai with chain.
it's bullshit.
Yeah. Ruby was.
Oh, yeah.
Kunai with chain.
Ruby was.
That's a thing.
Ruby was 2013.
By the way, if any of that makes it through, you fail as an editor.
Ruby was indeed 2013. Yes.
It doesn't matter what you think is a spoiler. You have to look at it through a perspective of someone who's not seen the season and or the show. So if you do your usual editing style where you leave something you don't think is a spoiler just because it's not fucking,
Kunai with
you fail.
But yes, indeedly. It was 2013 when Ruby was released.
Good. And the animation was horrible.
So, I'll go
Just
back to reading.
noteworthy. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. We could do
Yeah.
that. We could not. We just end it here and wait for next time for Chris.
I mean, we could, yeah. Sure, let's do that.
Wow, really? Okay, sure.
I mean, we want him to be here for the ending. Like, he's been here the entire time, so.
I can
course.
see his reaction now. Oh, great. Why'd you do that? Kill me.
Are those his exact words?
Yeah, pretty much. It'll be some combination of that.
Well, we shall see.
And then, like, and at first it'll be like a really loud, why? Then a laugh. It's like, fuckers. Or something like that.
Something along those
I
lines.
wrote the script. So yeah, we'll end it here for today. Thanks for watching the podcast, despite the fact Nick couldn't get the lobster mice because he's a fucking incompetent fool.
No one ever told me about these lobster mice.
We're going to have a stern discussion about this after the podcast. Anyway,
We're going to have a stern
Podcast.
discussion about it now.
podcast ending. You should head home, unless you're already home,
I mean,
and go watch Ruby, so these spoilers will make sense. And always know that Nick's always trying to hide the fact that,
Kunai with chain.
no one
and that is
knows.
the key to happiness. But Nick will hide it from you
No,
in his own little
I even
fucking
said-
Shangri-La.
I even said I'm going to put a picture of what he said in the description.
Yes, but that's a misdirection. It has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
But it does have what to do with you talking about.
Does your heinousness know no end?
You know, at the end of the last podcast I posted, which was 18, I believe, you did a bunch of rapid fire spoilers. So I was like, all right, this is actually kind of funny. So I'm just going to put the unedited version at the end of the podcast.
Oh, hey.
So I could just do that. So that way people will know what
Kind
exactly
of
you said.
this is a long clip, isn't it?
I can cut out the in-betweens, I guess.
I mean, you could do that, but you know what that is? That's him cutting the other ones from the other episodes where we were actually talking about Ruby spoilers, and he's cutting them in there. Don't be fooled. Sheeple, wake up.
Uh-huh.
The false shepherd is Nick.
I'm not a shepherd.
Bioshock Infinite.
Oh, I know. I'm not a shepherd, though.
Yeah, you're a wolf in sheep's clothing, hiding the truth that the people desperately need to know.
And
The
what
truth
is it?
about...
Kunai with
Uh-huh.
You'll keep hiding it from them.
I
For
will.
shame.
Because it's a spoiler.
But it's not. It's the truth.
A truth can be a spoiler. They're not mutually
But it has
exclusive.
nothing to do with Ruby, so...
But it does.
This joke has, like, circled its lifetime, like, 3 times now.
Yeah, seriously. Why haven't you ended the podcast yet?
I mean, I could if I just cut the power to the city.
Yes, but then I would probably lose all the rest of the podcast.
Your fucking thing doesn't, like, auto-close? Like, my recording software, whenever it stops, it fucking saves everything.
Oh, no.
I've never experienced blackout, but I'm pretty
Like,
sure it would cut.
If it... Like, there's a process that it does to, like, close the file. But if the file isn't closed completely, then it could become corrupted. And then you lose that data.
That's because your computer's dirty and not viruses. And
Oh, yes. All those pictures of Animu I have on my hard drive.
have you started playing that VM yet? That I think it was Ark. Did Ark fucking...
Ark suggested it, and I have not.
Yeah,
I also
pretty
need
good. It's actually like reading a fucking anime. As weird as it is to say, like most VNs, to fucking clarify this, most VNs don't feel like what anime is. Even if they're in the style of anime, they feel like their own thing, like their own little thing. But this one feels like you're just reading an anime. It's fairly good.
I also need to watch Data Live still.
Oh, God.
Tell me about it.
Oh, God. It started okay. It was basically about fucking... Oh, God. I don't think I should spoil that. It's kind of hard to say anything. Like, even in the first episode, there's like, you wouldn't expect this to happen, so I really shouldn't say it. But basically, it's about a dude and these, like, of course, they're all female, but these, like, alien... They're, like, unknown beings that come into Earth via these space tremors. And when they come in, they, like, destroy big parts of the world, and they're pretty hostile towards the world. And there's, like, people that fight them and all that. And then there's this dude who's like, I'm going to go talk to them. And, well, he kind of fell into the position to go and talk to them. Kind of befriends one, and it just kind of goes from... There's a few things I definitely did not explain that'll make more sense once you watch it. But then it kind of spirals into a generic harem show.
All right.
Complete with lolly and tsundere.
Of course. How could you ever have an
And
anime
then the
without
second
those
season
two?
happens, just more of the same, and apparently there's a movie.
Yeah, Mega suggested it, so I was like, whatever, I'll watch it.
His girlfriend has bad taste.
They're watching
I don't know.
Naruto right now.
I want to watch through Naruto. I can't do it, though. There's so much of it. Like, I don't know where the fuck I left off. I know the Ninja War was happening, but where the fuck?
Oh, the Great Ninja War?
But that was in the manga, too. I haven't, like, watched most of the shit he did.
Great Ninja War is mid to late 400s, I think?
Good God.
In Shippuden?
In Shippuden?
Yeah.
Is there filler?
There's filler in Shippuden.
I think I'd just rather read it, because fuck that. Because what I want to do is I want to watch the Boruto shit. I want to see the ending, and I want to watch the Boruto movie, because it intrigues me.
Naruto, Boruto, the movie.
By the way, he has horrible naming sense.
Oh, yeah. Fillers include lots of episodes, yes.
Fucking Bleach those. I want to watch Bleach because I was in the manga. I was at what was called the final arc, which I don't know if that's a clever way to say, oh look, there's these things like maybe they're called finals or something, or maybe it's just a clever name, or it's actually the final fucking arc. Because where I was at in fucking Bleach is like, how much of Bleach have you seen?
Bleach, I got to the fake Karakura Town arc, like the first episode of that, and then stopped.
Take Kurakura Town, like during
Karakura.
like the Wako Mundo arc where they're fighting.
Like, when real Karakura
There's a
Town
point
is
in the Wako
transported
Mundo
to...
arc, there's a point in the Wako Mundo arc, like at the very end where it's like, oh, we're gonna fight. It's not Kisuke. I forget what his name is.
Aizen?
Aizen. We're gonna fight Aizen, so we've made this fake town, and we're gonna fight in it.
Yes, that is like the
That
first
is
episode
the end of the Wako Mundo arc. After that, you get the fucking I forget what it's called, but there's another arc after that.
Disappearance
interesting.
of Ichigo, I think it's called.
No,
Hang on, I'll look it up.
not about. It could be called that officially, but it's not really what it's about. It's also pretty good like that. It's pretty good from that point. But then
Let's see.
after that, you're at the end of basically the Wako Mundo arc. After that's the next arc, which I forget the name to, and then it's the final arc, which I don't know if that's a clever name or legitimate.
All right. The arc you're talking about.
Oh, it's called Fullbring.
All right.
Fullbring arc.
After Fate Karakura Town, it's Substitute Soul Reaper disappearance, which Ichigo's the Substitute Soul Reaper.
It was called the fucking thing was called Fullbring in the manga.
I mean, that's the final arc of the anime. I don't think. Yeah, no, it didn't finish.
Oh wait, it doesn't advance past that?
Yeah, it finishes at Substitute Soul Reaper disappearance, and then it
I
switches
can
over
see
to
why.
manga.
The end of that arc is pretty substantial for the story. And then some weird shit happens. And then more weird shit happens. Yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about it because I don't know if it's bullshit or not.
There's also Naruto.
It's like, there's the big three. There's Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. The shit that won't quit. I have no idea where Bleach is at this.
Bleach is...
I think it was 2 years ago when I was reading the manga. And it was still updating. I was like, literally, I was reading through online. I was at the point where I had to wait for it to update. And I'm like, okay, I'll just come back later. I think it's still updating. Like, oh,
Wow.
final arc. I'll just wait. I'm going to look right now and see if it's complete. I have a manga app on my phone.
I will do so well. 2 days ago, it's official.
Chapter
Bleach
6,
manga
7, 8.
will... 2 days ago, an article was posted. It's official. Bleach manga will end within 10 weeks.
It's still going, of
Yes.
course.
But
See
within
if
10
it
weeks, it'll end. Did the Naruto manga finish? Finally? I think it did.
Yeah, I'm like, went back 200 chapters. I have no idea who any of these characters are. Oh, boy.
Yes, the Naruto manga finished.
God, the end of the Wako Mundo arc is like at 76. And I'm going through random chapters and seeing what's what. At like 388, it's still there. God. Still think at 390.
Alright, so One Piece is not done by any stretch of the imagination.
Really? How? Aren't they still on the Grand Line?
I think so? I'm not sure.
I've heard they're still on the Grand Line.
There are 82 volumes of manga for One Piece.
Start.
I think Fairy Tail finished. That's another somewhat long one.
Did it finish? That would be a thing. I guess Fairy Tail was a big one, but it was not really as big as Big Three.
I mean, there's nothing as big as the big three.
It's a big three, isn't there? Like, there's big three in anime, big three in, like, MOBA, big three in RPG.
Apparently, the Fairy Tail anime ended.
What? What?
The Fairy Tail anime.
I didn't hear anything. I heard apparently, and then you cut out.
Oh, apparently the Fairy Tail anime ended.
Okay.
Both
That's
versions
big.
of it.
Yes. Not that I'll ever fucking watch it because it's so fucking long still. I
Oh.
don't have time for that shit.
Never mind, it apparently has a new project in store for fans. Or something like that. I don't know.
Yet we can't get a second season of the fucking...
I got
what's it
to
called? Kitty Lies High
episode...
School Boys.
Yeah, I got to episode 151 of Fairy Tail. Finished Hunter x Hunter, Naruto.
By the way,
I
in
finished
case
all
you're reading the
original.
manga, the fucking Wako Mundo arc ends at 423. And the Fullbring arc starts at 424.
Uh-huh.
And there's currently 678 chapters.
Oh. It's a lot.
So yeah, I'm guessing it expanded quite a little bit more. Gosh damn.
Just a little bit.
Alright, so fucking you've got your theme, manga.
Yep.
Try not to pick something that has 600 chapters.
I'm probably just gonna pick the Soul Eater manga, to be honest. Because, like, it apparently expands on Soul Eater, which
Not
I
really.
want. I don't know.
It doesn't really. The fucking anime was pretty spot on. I don't think there wasn't any characters that weren't introduced that were in the manga. It's pretty much the same. Unlike the Berserk manga, which apparently the anime cut out like an important character.
Something like that, sure.
Ugh. Say the Boku no Hero Academia and manga.
Oh yeah, I read some of that, didn't I?
There's currently like 90 something chapters.
Really?
Yep, it's pretty far past anime is 99 chapters.
Well, whatever chapter I read did not show up in the anime, at least for the
How about
first season.
Detective Conan? By the
Oh my
way,
God.
966.
How
966 fucking.
chapters?
Yep.
The anime has like 860 something.
It's still just the same thing. Skimming through it, still just the same thing. Pokemon Adventure has 530 chapters. What?
There are 825 episodes of Detective Conan.
Oh, the Pokemon Adventures thing just kept going, huh? Read the Pokemon Adventures manga?
I have not.
Like it's the original Pokemon manga. It was pretty good, and I guess it's continued a lot. A lot. I know what I'm recommending, though. You'll
Okay.
find out next time.
All right.
Ended this shit yet? Are you still recording?
I'm still recording.
Recommend Monster Musume?
Uh-huh.
Because you need that in your life.
Totally. Dog.
You should end this.
Yeah, why haven't you made me end it yet? Why do you just want it to keep going? I don't get it.
Ugh.
Seriously. Come on, end it. We've been going for like 2.5 hours minus a couple minutes. Or seconds. Like 40, to be honest.
Talking.
What about stalkers?
I'm just gonna stop talking.
Oh, alright, alright. Sounds like a plan, Stan the Man. Peter Pan. Piss my pants. Bit of a stretch, but it works. Totally. Yeah.
Kunai with chain.
Thank y'all for watching. I'm still really bad at outros.